It does it automatically now.
Ten, nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Tune in.
This is your Friday Night Lights podcast, photo and entertainment, and Middle Georgia sales and services. Coke, don't worry about Pepsi.
I had to go see a man about a mule.
Look at here, look at here.
A-Town down.
And you better not lose.
Tune in.
Not so fast, my friend.
You better say it with your chest.
Come on now, shout it.
And you better not lose.
Hey, you better watch your mouth now.
I am a Lego.
Better shut your mouth.
Yes, I am. I don't mean to interrupt.
Better say it with your chest.
Let's get it.
And you better not lose.
What's happening, people? What's happening?
Good evening.
What's up? What's
What's
up?
good?
What's on?
How's everybody doing?
Jess,
Um,
I feel fabulous, Jess. I mean, I had this certain joy that I'm experiencing right now, and I know my Bulldogs are struggling, and I know the Falcons got drugged yesterday, but we'll get to it later. But everybody gonna know why I'm so happy tonight. I am happy.
Inexplicable joy, huh?
Yeah.
One can only wonder what it could be.
Well, let me speak to everybody that's joining us today. How you doing, Mr. Robert? Welcome. Hey, Mr. Wizard, we'll see you in just a minute. How you doing, Mr. Fletcher? We're doing pretty good. I hope my weekend was pretty uneventful. Well, depending on what. Yeah, I had a nice weekend. What's going on, Mr. McDaniel and Mr. Farley and Mr. Sneed? How you doing? What's going on, J-Bo? I know you were looking for us Friday. It's okay. We had a little miscommunication, but it's all good. And we're here now. So we certainly apologize for not seeing y'all on Friday, but we here today, damn it. And you can't. You
And I
can't,
think we got a little permission to cuss. If I heard
Yep.
that
you
correctly.
did,
So
and
we can
yeah.
give y'all a little bit of Friday night on the Monday evening.
If you want to, you can't unring a bell. So hell, we here. What's going on, Obadiah? How you doing? Mr. Hurst, welcome. TCC checking in. Main Lakes, Burke County is in the building. Y'all were in a dog fight this Friday, but glad to see you came out on the other side. What's going on, Mr. McKelvin? Ware County checking in. Y'all had a big win. Yes, Mr. Wizard, that is Dro. That is Dro. Are you surprised? Okay.
Yeah. I'm here
I'm
tonight.
Mr. Sneed. I know you happy. Y'all went to the trap, took over people's trap and stuff. Y'all don't know how damn act, do you? What's going on, Oscar? How you doing? What's going on, nephew? Marquise Myers, y'all had a big win against Pike County. Why are you shocked, Wizard? I mean, I guess we'll figure it out in a minute.
Now I'm trying to be cool, but you see what he doing now. He poking me in the reel now. You gotta be careful with it.
I think he's just happy to see you, Dro.
He's happy to see you. Everybody's happy to see you.
Okay.
You know everybody loves you, Dro. So
I don't know. I thank you, Jess. That made me feel good.
I love you, Dro. Is that okay?
We all do. We all love Joe. What's the problem here? Joe, we can't bite nobody's head off yet until we get into the after game show portion of tonight's edition.
Oh, we'll see, man.
We combined Monday and Friday because we wasn't here. How about that? Mr. Shields, what's going on? We still alive out here in Far East Atlanta. Yes, y'all are. Big win over McKeithen. Shout out to the Newton County Rams. What's going on? How you doing, Mr. Wilson? Upson Lee winning their playoff game. Good job. Good job, guys. Good job. Newton, Eastside, and Morgan County. Morgan County, I almost lost. I mean, I'm trying to figure out what's going on over there in Madison because I would not have anticipated them winning by 3 points and scoring that many, having that many points scored on there. I think the score was what 52-49, something like that.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, it was ridiculous.
yeah,
And who did they
Dwayne.
play again? Who did they play?
Oh shit! It was somebody. Hell, the school of the deaf, dumb, and blind might as well have been. I can't remember who exactly it was, but they
Yeah, I
had no
can't
business.
remember. I can't remember, but yeah.
They had no business losing to him. I know that. What's going on, Dwayne? I hope you ain't on no Percocet tonight. He said, well, I guess I wasn't wrong about one of them. 3 wasn't going that deep. And we all know who I'm talking. I don't know what the hell you talking about,
He
Dwayne. I
talking about
don't.
last week
I,
when he
I,
said Cedar Grove, Peach County, Thomasville wasn't going one of the 3 wasn't going that deep.
no.
Now who hold on, let me find that comment. Who said it? Now I can't.
Dwayne Little.
Dwayne Little.
Oh, now Dwayne, I think me and Dwayne on the same page right now. Yeah, I think we're on the same page, Dwayne. We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about these upsets too. We definitely gonna talk about these upsets. Dwayne got out. Dwayne's Gainesville did get upset. That shocked the hell out of me. I think it's probably one of the biggest upsets of the week. Mr. Sneeze said we got off in that ass. I'm talking different. We done found a defense. Okay, I see you.
All right.
What's going on, Joy Brooks? How you doing? Welcome to the podcast. He says it isn't what Morgan County did wrong. East Jackson showed up. Okay, so you're saying East Jackson showed up and Morgan County showed up? Okay. Well, we're gonna get you to elaborate on a little bit on it later on. Mr. McDaniel says Gainesville messed things up for me. I was hoping to get a coin flip for that 3rd round. Yeah. I mean, listen, that probably made that top left bracket that much easier for you, sir. I don't know. Coy might be on that ass though. We'll see. We shall see. So, how pleased were you all with your teams this weekend? Loyal listeners, let me know. Let me know. How you doing, Mr. Wembley? Coffee County Trojan, welcome. I can tell you about my first game playoff experience. But you know,
I gotta tell you, Jess, they're gonna have to figure something out on the defensive side of the ball. You know what I mean?
listen, I was and special teams. I was, and I sit with Yo. He's not gonna be on tonight, guys. He might come in a little later, but he's been handling some stuff. So I was sitting with him. I don't know why this joker sit with me all the time. I don't do nothing but complain, but he act like
Not
he
this.
won't sit with me all the time.
Now,
Uh,
Jess, I thought we agreed not to air this.
okay, we're gonna be quiet. So
Okay.
I'm gonna be quiet. But anyway, he pointed some things out to me. The wing tee is very difficult to defend if you have it. It takes longer than a week to prepare for that. So I get that part. But what I did not like were the missed tackles and the arm tackles. I didn't
Right.
like that. Special teams, same thing. So I get, not being in position sometimes because of the wing tee, but they were in position a lot of the time. The issue was they just were not wrapping up and tackling. So that would be my issue. And some of it could have been a mental thing, but I mean, I have every confidence that they're gonna get it. They're gonna get it right. So that's
Well,
that.
the thing is, I mean, I know on Wednesday we'll be talking about like the upcoming matchups and stuff, but Baldwin, a lot of people hear the name Baldwin and it's like, okay, that's not necessarily a team that invokes feel they got a new coach. You know, they kind of rebuilding over there, or at least that's what it may seem. But I think they're gonna come into this game with a point to prove. You know, that's what may make this second round matchup a little closer than it could be or should be, or Peach kind of might blow them out of the water. We got to wait and see, but I think Baldwin going to come in with a chip on their shoulder, so Peach kind of definitely got to figure out, you know, what they're going to do on the defense. Are they going to wrap up? Are they going to tackle or not? Or are they just going to let Baldwin run through them like Chester T did? You know.
They need to put a shoulder in somebody's ribs, but
yeah.
You know. Why are we laughing, Mr. Rachel? Oh, that's your.
No, that was fun. No, that's where you said it. Put a shoulder in their ribs, huh?
Yeah. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
A lot of folks don't. A lot of folks don't know about that chicken wing. You hit somebody throw that flipper at them.
Oh yeah, that's what you do. Oh my goodness, who is this, Mr. Butts? And welcome to the podcast. He said somebody lost a key player to a severe car accident, and I think that affected
Cedar Grove. Are they talking about Cedar Grove?
And what?
Did y'all lose a player to a car accident or something?
No, we ain't had no player get killed this year.
I ain't talking about killed, or maybe injured or something. Did they?
No,
okay.
not us.
I thought they were talking about Cedar Grove because.
No, Cedar Grove. No, Cedar Grove in the transfer report looking for a quarterback.
No. Okay.
My Lord. Well, real quick,
next year.
Go ahead, sis.
I just want to say I'm impressed. Of course, nothing is perfect, and there are a few things we could clean up. But with the two players that we were missing, I think we stood on business, and I'm looking forward to seeing Temple on Friday.
That's gonna be a long ride for Temple. Do y'all know where Temple is?
I have no idea.
Where?
It's up above Rockmart.
Oh, okay.
That's why we got a. That's why we got a 7:30 start then.
Yeah, up in Northeast Georgia. Like, I think it's over there around Rome, Calhoun, all that.
Hold on. Thomasville, the highest seed. Y'all supposed to be the home team.
That's exactly.
Yeah, we are the home team.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Oh, Temple got a long run. Oh, okay. I thought you. Okay, I misunderstood you. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I'll fall back.
Nothing hurts.
Very long run.
Nothing hurts worse than losing a road playoff game and you have over a 2 to 4 hour drive back to the crib.
Oh, right. It's painful. It's painful.
Yeah.
It sticks in your ribs. It hurts.
Oh, that hurt. That right there is best when you get home if you got a significant other. Cause you know you're gonna get in the house with an attitude. It's just best you just go to a separate room, close the door, lock yourself in there. You know what I'm saying? Police might get caught.
Since it's Monday, Friday, or you just go in there and take a hat off. That'll make you feel better.
That's all. Thank you, Jen. Thank you.
I'm just saying. Listen, it wouldn't bother me. He get mad. He a little upset. He need to release some stress. All right, babe. I'm here for you.
Yeah, I mean that type of stress relief. Okay, fine.
That's what I'm talking about.
But I'm, I wasn't thinking about that. But yeah, you right.
Yeah, take a hat off. That'll feel better.
But they better go and have them something lined up, baby, because it's gonna be a long one Friday night.
That's a long drive.
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
A long drive.
Yes. So, Mike, you want to talk now, or you want to wait?
Well, I'm gonna put it like this. There's a lot of things I want to talk about. I just want one. Okay, before we get into high school football, I want to ask the listeners, our loyal listeners, about the Bulldogs on Saturday. What they thought, how they feel about us, and the conversation we had about the SEC championship game.
Okay.
Before we get into that.
Okay, and before we get into that, let me read a couple of these comments, and then we can ask about them. ask about that. Nick says he's ready for this up north smash football. This up north smash mouth football. Commerce is supposed to bring to the pit. Commerce isn't a bad team. That's going to be a great matchup. Marquis says, I was very pleased with our first round win. We got a tough second round matchup against Hateville Charter. You certainly do. Joy Brooks says, elaborated 550 yards of total offense for East Jackson. When your quarterback tops 22 miles per hour running the ball, it helps. Whoa. It certainly does. But I mean, was that I guess that was a testament to East Jackson, but I mean, do you look at your defense and figure out if there's some issue there, or maybe just East, like you said, East Jackson just brought it. I wasn't there. Jeremy says Apple's gonna really have to work on playing the whole game and not let up on the team during the second half because we're up by 2 touchdowns. Dwayne says if you don't go to Brooks Region games on time, then save your time. It's over by the second quarter. Are we a little cocky with Mr. Dwayne? Listen at Nick. I wasn't impressed with our first round win. Got to clean some stuff up. They only won 62-8. Okay. Miller County says Brooks is in trouble. Dwayne says it's second round. There aren't any more cupcakes. They're all gone. It's time to strap up and play ball.
I don't know. It might be
it's a couple of them
cupcake or two in the second round. This year anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It's a couple of them. Morris said Newton got the first round butterfly, which y'all pulled it out. Antoine Hill, bear down. Welcome, Antoine, and shout out to AJ Hill who broke a Houston County record for the most passing yards in school history. If I'm not mistaken, that's what it is. I mean, he beat Jake Fromm's record. So shout out to AJ. Really proud of him.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah. So I guess these Gainesville thing is saying that y'all were surprised.
I'm sorry for jumping in there. Before we move on from Hoko, Bull Mitchell set some type of record for Hoko too, didn't he?
Yeah. He did. I can't remember what it is, but it was something about 1,400 yards. But I can't remember exactly what it is. But shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bull Mitchell. For breaking the record as well. We're very, very proud of you. A former Peach County Trojan. We're proud of you. And we're glad that you were able to go over to Hoko and flourish. We're proud of you. Very, very proud of you. And he got an offer to Cincinnati, I think.
Hey, so, how about that? Okay.
So we're really, really proud of him. Mr. Ferguson, Lincoln County Red Devils on top. Welcome to the podcast, Mr. Ferguson. So glad and congratulations on your win. Now that's a matchup that I'm anticipating in the third round between Lincoln County and Manchester. Now that's going to be a barn burner. Oh, he's talking about the Gainesville running back. Oh, that's so sad.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that's so sad.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about it. It's so sad. Temple is west of Douglasville. It sure is. How you doing, Mr. Wilson? Mr. Wilkins, TCC in the house. Mr. Raditsky Williams, good evening. How you doing? Mr. Brown? Welcome. Mr. Sneed says Charleston rode 4 hours for the game to be over in the first quarter. Yeah, that's tough. They stay in that little nugget down there at the bottom of Georgia. That's a long way. Nick said that ride from Rockmart last year was really, really hard. Let me see. You know what? What is Friday? It's Thursday. Let's see. Nick said Beck and Bobo still trash, basically. Mr. Wilkins said the dogs looked good. Dwayne says the Bulldogs quarterback played like himself. He didn't play hero ball and he looked good. But how about that quarterback for the Gators? Yeah, shout out to Lagway. He went out there to Death Valley, which is one of the most difficult places to play. and they got to win against LSU. So my
You know
question
something
is,
about it? Go ahead, Jess. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, I was gonna ask. I mean, they can't get rid of Brian Kelly anytime soon, but how disgruntled do you think LSU is with Brian Kelly right
Well,
now?
I think I don't know if it's Kelly's fault, but LSU when they realized they were basically eliminated from the playoffs. I mean, how serious did they take this game against Florida? You get what I'm saying? It didn't
Hmm.
feel like they really. I ain't taking credit away from Florida, but when LSU was basically eliminated when they got their third conference loss or whatever,
Hmm.
you just had a feeling like Florida could win this game because I guarantee you, had they still been in the running for a playoff spot, I think it would have went the other way. That's just my personal opinion.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Uh, Mr. Carlson, welcome to the podcast. He said Brooks wins by a lot. Okay. I'm thinking about that bracket. Probably, I think they play Jenkins County. Does Brooks play Jenkins County? Something. Yeah, I think that's Brooks' bracket to lose for sure. Joy Brooks says you're absolutely correct. Defense struggled 100%. It was an offensive shootout, but nobody had that game being close. That's why the lights turn on Friday nights. You're absolutely right, Mr. Brooks. Marquis said Georgia started off slow against Tennessee. Had me worried for a minute.
Yeah, they can't keep doing that though, because let's say Georgia does qualify for the playoff. A slow start in the playoffs will get you sent home. You know what I mean? They can't keep doing that.
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to get used to it. That's just Georgia this year.
They got to figure something out, man.
Well,
Hey, Georgia, open up your pocketbook and
well,
brain with it. Who was the OC last year? I forgot his name. He
Oh,
went to
Todd
money.
Texas.
Money,
He ain't coming
Todd
back.
Money. He ain't coming back. But here's my question. I'm gonna ask y'all a question. It's 11 running backs on Georgia roster right now.
Mhm.
How many of them, and this is a real question, how many running backs out of the 11 that's in that room has over 10 carries?
I can't think of many. Maybe 18.
Four running backs out of 11 have 10 carries on the season.
I can't even think of the other two. The freshman
No,
that played last night,
ETN,
18, and who else?
ETN Frazier, Branson Robinson,
Oh, I forgot about him.
Cash, not even Cash Jones, but Chauncey Bowens.
See, I wouldn't even know that. Is Branson the little boy that scored the last touchdown in Florida, the little freshman?
No,
No,
Branson not a
nah. Branson is hurt. He's not playing.
Okay.
Both Robinsons are hurt. They're not playing. So what I'm getting at is Georgia is down to four running backs, right? Well, actually three running backs right now. And I actually say two because honestly, we don't want Cash Jones in there.
Why not? Why
Um,
not?
he's
I'm gonna
not a
leave that one
lab
right there.
McConkey. Now
I'm
put
gonna leave
him
that one right there. We don't want Cash Jones in there. All we got right now is Edwards
Levitt.
and no. I'm talking running back.
Oh, okay.
Um, I'm talking running back. So we got Edwards, the true freshman, and then the kid that they just put on display this weekend
But hold
in
on, now if I
Fraser.
ain't mistaken, I could have swore I saw Cash Jones make a big play against it. It was either Clemson or Texas or
It was Florida.
Okay,
I think.
this is what I'm
it
gonna
was
tell you
Florida.
about Cash Jones. Watch Cash Jones in pass blocking. That's all I'm saying. Watch him pass. He has no pass blocking skills. That's why I don't want him in there.
Mm.
I don't care what game you watch. Watch Cash Jones in pass blocking situations.
I don't know. I
But
think pass blocker may not be one of his strengths, but he every now and then, he can make a play for Georgia now.
but okay, I'm gonna say this again, Joe. To be a complete running back in the SEC, you got to know how to pass block. You got to.
I mean, I'm
It's
not
too,
disagreeing with you on that. I just wouldn't totally dismiss it though. That's just
I'm
me.
with you. You do know, like, if I ain't mistaken, Cash Jones like a fifth year senior out of Texas.
He like who?
He's a fifth year. if I'm not mistaken, he's the fifth year senior from Texas.
Okay.
Dog. When was we didn't know of Cash Jones until last year.
Oh no, he look explosive to me at times. At
Don't get
times.
fooled by the don't get fooled by the oh, he gonna show out against you. He gonna show out next week against UMass, that's for sure.
Oh man, that's you, man. Everybody show out against you, man. I'm just saying.
But
I
I'm
went to
telling
him
y'all,
to
man,
fight him off.
I'm telling you right now, Cash Jones is not that dude. He does not need to be in that formation on pass downs. But
Okay.
Okay.
the main thing I'm getting at is Georgia has 8 running backs, man, that are hurt bad. And we playing true freshmen at running back. It's been a long time since Georgia played a true freshman at running back.
And
All right.
it's the toughest schedule, probably the toughest schedule in the country. So
Yeah,
that
I
doesn't
agree with
help.
that.
Now
Um,
that's number one. The second thing that's wrong with Georgia is I don't care what film you watch against whatever team. One thing you will notice is that our receivers are not getting separation. That's number one. And then number two,
and number two, y'all said number one.
Lovett is supposed to be our number one receiver. We got problems, dude. We got problems at receiver. The receivers are not. Look at the game. Look at the film tape. I don't care what game you go to. A lot of those interceptions were not on Carson Beck. A lot of them were on receivers not catching the ball, not completing their part of the play, and allowing the ball to get tipped up or whatever the case may be, and fall into the hands of defenders.
So who gonna win the Natty this year? Just go on, tell me who gonna win it.
Mhm.
If Oregon stays healthy, Oregon is number one, and it don't even matter who Oregon play.
I'm thinking Ohio State might get their lick back.
Who has Ohio State played so far to prove themselves is the question.
Oregon,
They lost to Oregon though.
very close game. It could have gone in either way. They played them really tough at home. I'm just saying, don't count them out. I'm not saying they're going to win. And honestly, if Georgia can heal, and
We
if
good.
they, which is why I don't want them in the SEC championship game. I want them to heal up, and they can make a run. I think Georgia can pull it off. It's going to be a little tougher, but I think they can pull it off. I
I'm
know who not going to win it. Miami,
We know
Indiana,
that for a fact. Yeah,
Boise
we know that
State,
for a fact. Yeah,
and I'm fixing to make some folk mad with this one. If Colorado get there and win the Big 12, Colorado,
ain't no lies told on that.
you say what you want to. Let me read a couple of these
Hey
comments.
Jim, before you read comment, let me ask y'all a question.
Mm-hmm.
I know Georgia's done with conference play, correct?
Yes.
Yes,
If they lose to Georgia Tech, will that eliminate them from the playoffs?
and will.
Yes. Yes.
I was just
And
checking because let me tell you, that Georgia Tech game is not a guaranteed win.
It's
It's not.
definitely not. Georgia Tech played Georgia tough last year.
Yeah.
They're not. I mean, they can upset people. I mean, now the quote unquote upset they had over the
Miami.
quote unquote upset they had over Florida State earlier in the year doesn't seem much of an upset now. But I was not surprised that they beat Miami because I've been saying Miami is fool's gold this whole I'm sorry, Miami fans, y'all talking about the you and we back and all that. I knew something in my spirit told me that it was gonna be Georgia Tech that hurt their feelings. So they can play spoiler, but I think this year the game is in between the hedges, and they're not gonna. I don't think Georgia Tech goes into Athens and
Well,
wins.
they did go into Miami and beat, or was that in Atlanta?
It was in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
my homeboys, they didn't come to the Fountain City Classic because they were tailgating with Miami because they're from Miami.
Okay.
You should come up where hell it didn't matter where they went. Shit, Fort Valley lost too, so it didn't matter. But I'm just saying. Nick is not a fan of Mike Bobo. He says, send Bobo home now. I'm gonna go back and read the high school comments in a minute. I'm just gonna get these college ones out the way. We can get back to high school. Nick says, send Bobo home now. What's going on, DeAntoine? How you doing?
Yeah, Bobo wasn't married to Kirby's daughter. He'll be out the door.
Obadiah said Nick Fletcher, not too much on Bobo. What's going on, Danny? Marquis said the SEC has been up and down this year, but has it been up and down, or has it just been that competitive?
It's been competitive. It really has, cause I mean, look at where Vanderbilt has done this year. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? And I think the SEC is still the best conference in college football. It really is.
Hands down.
I'm gonna tell you a team who turned out to be even bigger fools gold than Miami. Uh,
Missouri.
the Missouri Tigers, exactly. They turned out
Mhm.
to be even bigger fools gold. But the SEC is not down by no stretch of the imagination. As Oklahoma, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? As the Sooners, they'll tell you.
Mhm. To po babies. And I mean, even Kentucky, while they can't, for whatever reason, they can't pull it out. You can't go to Kentucky and not be in a dog fight. A lot of times
Exactly.
they're very physical and they play you really, really tough. Although they, you know, I mean, I see Arkansas, Auburn, Missouri, they suck, but oh, Mississippi State, that's who it is. But everybody else, they have a potential to upset you. Let's see. Jacob Carlson said Nate Frazier is an NFL running back. He just can't block. And he also said Cash is good, but he can't block either. And he said Cash is a third down back. Um, let's see. And so the rest of these, uh,
Jess, can I pardon the interruption real fast?
you sure can, sir, because I got to go back to these high school comments. Yeah.
I'm sorry to say I'm sorry to say this, but until folks realize you are not an NFL running back unless you can run pass block. I'm sorry. That's part of being a running back in the NFL is being able to pass block.
Mm-hmm.
Now, don't get me wrong. With the NFL playing running backs by committee, rotating 2 to 3 backs, yes, they can actually hide you in pass protection nowadays. But when it gets crucial, and if you are the man on that team because somebody went down due to injury, you got to be able to pass block. You just have to. And it starts at this level of the game to understand pass blocking schemes for a running back.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me read a couple of more of these SEC comments. Jacob says every team is mid this year. Every SEC team and every Big Ten team. Um, the SEC is beating up on each other. Um,
When don't they?
yeah. I don't know if it's me. Um, I don't know. I mean, I think this year is a little different. I don't know that parity is a bad thing. There's not one clear front runner. All the blue bloods are showing their weaknesses. And normally you've got one or two just really, really dominant teams, and everything is kind of even. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Do you?
No, it just shows the competitive and the type of competition that there is in the SEC. I mean, a lot of coaches, Kirby Smart, Nick Saban, it's a lot of places in the SEC that's hard for, I'm gonna say, above average teams to walk in and win. You got to be a solid, excellent team to walk into a lot of these stadiums in the SEC and win.
Yeah. So
I mean, we do this. SEC does this every year. They beat up on each other. A few of the, blue bloods in the SEC gonna lose a game here or there, but at the end of the day, SEC is the most competitive conference there is in the land right now. And somebody asked a question. 2016 was the last time Georgia Tech won.
yeah, that was Kirby's what, first year or second year?
First year, if I'm not
Okay.
mistaken.
All right. So let's get back to a little high school football and see what they're saying. Nick says, I honestly see a Toombs Thomasville matchup in the future. And I think that will be the championship game for 1A, in my opinion. Well, whoever wins, you're saying is going to eventually be the champion because y'all are on the same side of the bracket. So,
I'm not gonna
uh,
say that because I mean, don't get me wrong, that's gonna be a good semifinals game, but it's still a team on their left hand side of the bracket that they got to contend with, and they're not losing to Jeff Davis,
mm,
Fannin County.
okay. Yeah, I don't think I think Fannin County pulls that out. Cause I was big on Jeff Davis, and then they lost to Brantley County, and yeah, that just yeah no, I don't see them. I don't see them doing that. Um, John Wilkins said, "How many brackets got busted? Probably everybody,
All of them.
all of
I'm gonna
them.
t- I'm gonna tell you one game. I'm gonna tell you a game. Well, I can tell you a game from each bracket that busted all brackets, but all brackets got busted. Everyone that did do the brackets, they should have gotten an email over the weekend, either Friday night or Saturday. They should have got an email.
See, that's what we were talking about, but it's done now.
It
It
ain't your
is
money.
what it is.
It wasn't your money.
It is what it
Hold
is.
on, but check this out though. Check this out. The historian site they had over 3,000 entries. You know how many are still active after the first round? Out of
How many?
3,000, 62.
See what I'm saying, man? Please. Uh, Antoine says Bull had the most receiving yards on a season. Congratulations, Bull. We are proud of you. Um, let's see. Mr. Robert said this is the year for the Trojans, Peach County Trojans, to go all the way to the state championship and win it. Well, we shall see. We shall see from your lips to God's ears. Um, Jeremy says he feels like if Appleton beats Carver Atlanta, it will be by 3 points or a touchdown. Mr. Williams Ruditsky
I need
says
3 points.
Jenkins County beat Wheeler County last Friday. We play Macon County on this Friday. Okay, all right. You coming to Montezuma to play the Bulldogs? Okay. Mr. Wilson said, Gilmer, you had one job and you walked out the job. Now we gotta travel. We ready to win or lose. Good luck to you, Upson Lee. What game was in Gainesville, Mr. Wilkins? Let me know. Mr. Sneed says Lincoln and Manchester game is going to be over at 8:45. Bet 10 passes won't be thrown. Lincoln looks good though. It will be a dang good one. Okay. Um. Oh Lord. Nick says LSU got them YNs. They done checked out and waiting to train for the combine. Maybe so. What's going on, Mr. Jones? How you doing? We appreciate the love. Mr. Hayes says if Central can beat Rome, they are capable of beating anybody. Rome is good on both sides of the ball. I'm very, very interested in that matchup because there's a lot of contention there. There's a lot of controversy there too. You know,
That ain't the game Thomas County Central need to be worried about. But
that's a
don't get
game
me
that
wrong.
they play next week.
I know, no,
This
no,
week.
and that's what I was going to say. Obviously, focus on this week's opponent. Wish y'all luck, but
That is their
that
opponent this week.
I know it's wrong. I'm with you on that. That ain't the
Hmm.
person I'm worried about in that quadrant that
You
they
talking
need to
about
be
Hughes?
concerned with. Yes, that's who they need to be concerned with is Hughes in that quadrant.
Well, one
But
game at a time.
don't look past Rome though. That's all I'm saying. Go 1-0. Go one and
Yeah.
zero.
Gabe Garrett, welcome to the podcast. He said that Toombs Thomasville matchup would be at the pit. Oh wow.
The who? Who are you talking? Where you at?
Toombs and Thomasville, Mr. Garrett. When Toombs
Oh,
County and Thomasville hook up, the game will be in Lyons, Georgia. Mr. Miles,
yeah, Thames County.
Oscar was saying UGA is hurt at running back bad. These are not the same backs we're used to at UGA. Yeah, we're running back you and besides ATN and he's not healthy. How you doing, Mr. Stone? Waco is in the building. They had the momentum going into the fourth quarter. It was 17 all, but when the refs get involved in them bad calls, the momentum is over. Yeah. Mr. Williams says, I think Jenkins County can beat Macon County on Friday. Listen, I think you can too, but don't
What we
tell them I
say?
said that because
Any given Friday.
Macon
Any given
County my
Friday night.
second favorite school. That's what my daddy. That's what Macon County paid my way. Put food on my table, clothes on my back, and paid my way through college. So, shout out to Macon County Bulldogs. Courtney Smith, welcome. He says it'll be a good one, but I like Macon County. Dion Colors, welcome. He says Cash is the best pass blocking running back Georgia has.
Yeah, yeah. Only because ETN is hurt. I'm gonna give it to you straight and raw now. Only because ETN hurt and not playing.
Danny says Georgia needs a consistent running back who can step up to the plate and make the key runs on third down. Well, they all
No,
hurt, Danny. When they get back, they will.
man, you got 8 of 11 running backs hurt. Look how Georgia ran two running backs for basically for 2 games.
Yeah.
For the
And
last two
then,
games, Georgia basically ran two running backs.
true. Um, yeah, Georgia's offensive line. I don't think they get talked about enough, Mr. Talent. Um, they played really good yesterday. I mean Saturday, because a lot of the time, like Carson's throwing these interceptions, but he don't really have a whole lot of time either.
Well,
In some
my thing was,
instances.
the thing with Carson is one. I understand the distractions he had off the field, but on the field, because of what was going on in the running back room, receivers not getting separation. I kind of think he felt he had to make things happen and forced a lot of stuff. All
Mm,
right, in the last 4 games, because remember ETN was in and out for the last couple of games up until last week, where he just completely sat out a game and was in street clothes.
mm-hmm.
Um,
They tore
I
his
think
ribs
that
up.
yeah, I mean he got fractured ribs. You know, Carson Beck felt the pressure to where he had to make things happen one way or another. Finally, Mr. Delp stepped
Yes,
up,
he did.
because let's be honest, nobody expected the tight end by the name of Lucky to be the number one tight end. This is supposed to be Delp's year to make
Mm.
money and cash in. Delp finally showed up last weekend.
He
Before
did.
then, it was all Lucky.
My
So
Oscar. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
now I'm just gonna say this season didn't start off well. When Ra Ra and the other receiver got kicked off the team, it was that was the first sign. And then with the injuries that happened um, throughout the season on these running backs, whether it was in practice, spring, unexpected, too late to fill in the gaps.
And with that being said, anybody listening to me, young men, listen to me. And I'm not saying that all women are bad because we're not. There's some great women out there, and some of y'all ain't worth two dead flies. Okay, a lot of y'all ain't worth shit. But listen to me. Keep your if you are playing football, you got a goal and you trying to win something. Keep your mind on in them books, in your playbooks, in your school books, and off them gals. You hear me? You see what happened to Rara. You see what happened to the other receiver. Keep your mind where it's supposed to be. Focus, focus, focus. And the same thing in any young women that are listening to me. Don't ever let a man take you off your square. Okay? Focus on what you need to focus on, which is not each other at that juncture. Okay? Let me get that out. Let's see. Mr. Williams says Bama may win it all. Nope.
Nah,
Oscar says UGA will win the Natty. My hope is they play in the SEC championship, lose, and then they don't make the playoff. Ah, yeah. Mr. Garrett says back-to-back road games at Dublin and Tunes for Thomasville. That is a tough 2 weeks, but y'all are up to the task, aren't you, sis?
We sure are.
I know it.
I don't know
Um,
about nobody else, but I'm ready to ride with my crew.
Colorado has no shot with their line of scrimmages. All they have is the 1 5-star O lineman. They would get bulldozed. I agree, Mr. Carlson. That's I mean, I'm really proud of them and I'm glad that they have done as well as they have, but really I think they meet up with those other people in the trenches and it's not gonna be good for him. How you doing, Mr. Crookham, Lincoln County in the house? You rank number 1 now. Congratulations. Let's see. Y'all answered a lot of these questions. Okay, let me go back now. Nick says, watch Fannin County's film. Mike.
Okay, I'll go back again. Let me know what I missed, but I'll go back again.
Tunes versus Dublin. We're gonna get into these brackets in a minute too, guys. Tunes versus Dublin. That's what Mr. Carlton thinks. Mr. Crookham says Lincoln has the best running backs. Mr. Gaines.
What, in the class or in the state?
Yeah, let us know what you mean, Mr. Crookham. Mr. Gaines says, watch out for Lincoln County in 1A. Listen, next week, if everything pans out how I think it is, Lincoln and Manchester, that's gonna be a barn burner, I believe. Let's see. Paris says Peach is gonna run an up-tempo offense against Baldwin. It's gonna kill their defense. We'll see, Mr. Paris. We'll see. Mr. Lake says Burke County go loose. Burke's gonna get Lucy Laney again in the Bear Den. What's going on, Mr. Matt? Welcome.
Hold on. Wait. I'm sorry, Jay. You said Lucy Laney?
Lucy Laney. Yep, they won.
Wait, we still talking about Lucy? We still talking about Lucy Laney?
They got to play
Okay,
Burke
then.
County again. Lucy Laney.
Okay, then.
All right, Laney, I see you. Mr. Matt.
We still ain't coming to homecoming.
And ain't. I don't care if it's in the daytime. No, thank you.
Y'all cold. Y'all stupid.
Mm-hmm. So you might, but we'll talk about that off the screen. Mr. Mount, checking in from Greene County. First of all, thank you for showing up. And it was really tough that y'all got that matchup in the first round. Y'all really could have gone further, but Irwin County is that pressure. They just are. And I hate it happened to you. But there's always next year. But thank you for showing up. You didn't just because your team lost, you didn't tuck your head between your legs. I appreciate you for showing up.
You know what?
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting on what time is we? Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Dro stepped away for a second, so yeah, we got time. Okay.
We're the wizard. See,
I know that's what I'm sitting up here thinking. I'm trying. That's what I'm like. Hold on, Dro stepped away and this and that. I don't know, man.
I said you would. Every time I say, okay, he's doing better, he come and pull some shit like this.
Like, what's the dude on Ricky Smiley? Black Tony.
Black Tony. Yeah.
He just like Black Tony.
Yeah, he just like him. Now, Wizard, I don't know where you are, but listen, we're gonna find your ass. You better come on. Let's see. Paris says Miller County's quarterback was killing Wilkinson County Saturday. The kid is tough. You see what Nick said, Mike? He said, "Oh, now Rome is good." I think that was a shot at you, Mike, because it couldn't be at me.
I don't know why. I got TCC winning.
No, but what he's saying is when Tools County beat Rome, y'all was saying, I get what you're saying.
That
but
was
what
a totally different situation. That's a totally different situation than where Rome is at now.
Yeah. They do want to let that mistake, Daniel. They do.
Yeah. So that game there doesn't hold weight.
Mr. Evans said Worth over Dodge 42-28 this week. How you doing, Mr. Games? Y'all had a great first round win. Y'all play Hateville Charters coming up. TCC is ready for Rome. We promise you that. I'm talking about it's going to be a contentious battle. I mean,
Baby,
it's
them
going to be
folks
tough.
are currently finishing off their second fan bus. They going loaded.
Oh, I know.
That atmosphere is gonna be electric.
Let me make sure if I need some gas Friday, make sure I don't I go to Bucky's early because I know they're gonna be deep in there. I know they're gonna stop there.
Hell
Better
Um
believe
no. What you say you going to Bucky's early?
mm-hmm. Last year,
That
me and
is
y'all
funny.
listen. Last year, after we left Cedar Grove, that Cedar Grove Cabaret Day game, on the way home, we stopped back. We stopped at Bucky's, and I be doggone if Thomas County Central, Coffee County, and Cook County did not show up at the same damn time. I mean, we got there, so I was able to get out, and then this influx of people came in. I'm not fixing to get caught up in that. Um, Welcome, Mr. Curse. How are you? He said, I believe Sumter County will beat Morgan County Friday night. Okay, okay, that's a good one. Let's see. Mr. Shields says, I hated the game plan to start the game. Coach Banks should have run the ball early so the game could stay close. Who we talking about, Mr. Shields? Let me know. Mr. Carlson says we will also be ready to take over Hughes or Roswell Stadium unless we are home. Y'all heard that. Um, let's see. Jenkins lost to Lincoln. Let's see. What's going on, Mr. Murray? Welcome. Mr. Crookham says Macon County will beat Jenkins County because they've already played them. He thinks they'll win. Well. Look who the hell showed up. Welcome. Where you been?
Flying around.
Why you flying around? Then you know you had to be here.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm not gonna even fuss with you.
I wasn't driving though.
Okay. Listen, I'm not.
Y'all know I ain't got no driver license.
I'm not gonna fuss with you today.
Not in this world, anyway.
Welcome. I mean, I'm concerned a little bit because I found out what an 8 ball was last week, and you be talking about how you be on them 8 balls like that. That's why I was concerned why maybe that's why you were late because you be on them 8 balls.
Oh, I can function. I'm good. Don't worry about
it. Okay, I'm on.
But you said I can't take no hit on air no more, so I'm good.
I know it. Okay, hold on. Let me do this really quick because we're mixing Friday with Monday, aren't we?
Oh, for real?
Yeah, we cussing and shit.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me get it out. Okay. And I love this man. I really do. But here we go. Y'all know my pet peeve, don't you? Y'all read what Nick Fletcher said at 8:02 p.m. What y'all think finna happen?
Oh, go get him.
He said, man, forget college ball. Y'all was gone Friday. I want to talk high school football. Nick, I love you from the bottom of my heart. But let me go and tell you, we don't give a good goddamn what the fuck you want to talk about. I have told y'all motherfuckers constantly, you do not dictate what the fuck we talk about. If you don't want to talk about college football, goddamn it, you just get your ass off and wait till we come back. Okay? We talk about what the fuck we want to talk about. And then you come in. Now, we are talking high school football now. So you can come back. Thank you.
Oh, shit.
2 snaps and a circle.
Whew. Okay.
Well, remind me to stay on your good side.
Oh, I'm fine. I love Nick. I just had to get that out. We're good.
I know you've been waiting since Friday to get that out. Huh?
We're good. We good.
Okay. So, private. Just so everyone understands, round 1 is the only time I do top 10 in the playoffs. Outside of that, it's every game. So, round 1 of the playoffs in private classification, I went 2-0. Now I already know ain't nobody worried about private, so we ain't gonna stick on it that long. Cause I got some more flying around to do. D2. Thank y'all. Went 10-0.
Congratulations, Wizard. That looks pretty good. You don't have to go anywhere, Nick. I just had to say that. We fine. I love
Nick,
you.
Yeah,
You know I
yeah,
Nick,
bro.
love
Don't
you.
leave. Don't leave, bro. That's just how we
Don't
talk to you
leave.
when we love you.
That's just the salt and sugar. I had to do it because I do it to everybody. That's it. If I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't just let that slide because everybody that says that, I do it to everybody. You fine. We good. I don't have a bad side, honey. I'm fine. I ain't even mad. Okay.
just don't do it again.
Don't
Okay,
tell me what the fuck to do.
I'm talking to Nick.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. See? I see your ass still here. Sit down somewhere and wait. All right, D1.
Okay, D1. As you can see, again, nothing but perfection between me and my magic 8 ball.
Good stuff, Mr. Wizard.
What's
Thank
ridiculous,
you.
yo? What's ridiculous?
You going off?
It's not ridiculous. But I got a remedy for that too.
Okay, 2A. I just gotta get this off my chest. Appling County, you scared me there for a minute. But thank you for helping me go 10-0.
Okay. And no comments.
Okay,
Y'all,
3A.
I'm fine. The child.
Um,
Y'all ain't
them,
never seen me mad for real. Y'all have never seen that.
them
That's
folks down in
lightweight.
Albany okay?
Hmm.
Them folks in Albany, Georgia
I
doing
don't
okay?
think so. But I'm gonna tell you what. Westover,
Yeah,
listen to me.
okay.
You all have a soccer team.
Yeah.
So I'm really proud of the turnaround that Westover has achieved. I mean, y'all were a good football team. Y'all are a good football team. But the lack of a kicker is fucking y'all up. So when y'all next year, Coach Joyner, listen to me. I know you got a soccer team. Go over there. Ask one of them, will you please kick? You don't have to do nothing else. Come and kick these extra points and these field goals. That's what you got to do. And I'm sure you'll find out it makes a difference. You think it's not a big deal. It is. Because if you had a damn kicker,
Mm-hmm.
you wouldn't have lost to somebody auntie.
Well, as my little friend say, little rah-rah. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Let's see. Obadiah says Cairo. I don't know what to say. So did y'all understand what happened in the Cairo game and Cairo versus Doug?
What happened?
Let them know, sis.
Okay,
Let them know.
so they were scoreless. I think in the second up to the second quarter. Douglas drew first blood, so it was 7-0, and then it was 7-7. And I think it was 7-7 going into the half, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think at the start of the fourth quarter or the end of the third quarter, Doug scored again. So it was 14-7. Well, I think it was what? It was late in the fourth quarter. Cairo scored. Now, instead of kicking an extra point, they decided to go for two. I think they actually got the 2-point conversion, but there was a flag. There was an illegal shift by Cairo, and then I think there was a defensive or a personal foul penalty against Doug. And so it was kind of offset. So now at that point, if I'm the coach, but I ain't the coach, but if I'm the coach, I've got the momentum. I'm going to kick the field goal so we can tie and go into overtime. But no, he decides to go for two fucking again. Does not get it. Cairo loses to Doug 14-13.
Sounds like a turtle move.
Yeah.
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 Y'all still doing the turtle nominations?
The third. Oh, I got a new. Yeah, we need to. We can nominate
Okay.
him.
I got one coming up for you here soon. Okay. But okay, cool. So 9-1
Mr.
overall in 3A.
Let me read these couple of things. Mr. Henderson said it was the same when under his tenure at Carver. We always went for 2 points and said the same thing. We would say, go find somebody. We finally got one now. Shout out to Carver Columbus. Mr. McDaniel says, I don't know why people keep sleeping on a damn kicker. I don't either, Mr. McDaniel. I mean, it's the easiest job, but it can also be the one with the most pressure. I wouldn't want to do it. Paris says you need to recruit a kicker ASAP. They sure do. Let's see. Mr. Hurst says Cairo gambled. They should have kicked. Too greedy. I agree, Mr. Hurst. Mr. Crickle says Lincoln has one of the best kickers in the state. Don't take him for granted. Make sure you treat him right. Nick Fletcher says, I'm the coach on defense. The book says go for 2. However, I'm kicking the field goal. Fuck that book. Mr. Gardner says Cairo beats Douglas if number 4 was played. The game probably wouldn't have ever gotten to that point if number 4 was out there. I agree with that too, Mr. Gardner, and welcome to the podcast. Mr. McDaniel says he heard he ran the same damn play too. Now that's some turtle shit. That's turtle stuff. What's going on, Mr. Raymond Sir Flash Sanders? Welcome to the podcast. Who is your team? Let us know who you represented. Mr. Henderson says we have a lot of great female kickers in Columbus now on middle school teams. Times are changing and you've got to get what you need. Okay. Marquis says somebody tell Lucy Laney coach that he goes for 2 every time they score. That ain't smart. Lincoln has the best running back, quarterback, kicker, and chick. And a chick won't make it past the 3rd round. Oh, okay. Well, we'll see. All right, let's go to 4A.
4A. See the town, see the town, see the town. Lost a little old Cambridge, didn't you? Lack of defense. So 4A went 9-1 overall in 4A.
Good job, Mr. Wizard.
Thank you. You know I'm trying to get up out of here so I can get back on that broom, right?
You ought to. Okay, be quiet. Be quiet.
Now,
be quiet. Folks already think I'm crazy. I'm gonna be quiet.
Here's my turtle nomination right here.
Okay.
Gainesville. Losing to Sequoia?
Well, that goes back to what they were saying earlier. They had a running back. How recent was this? They had a running back that was they lost a running back to a car accident.
Okay.
I don't know how long ago that was, but that can I'm assuming it was this week, and that can affect,
Yeah, I'm with you mentally, but physically, that never should have happened. Gainesville, I'm sorry, never should have lost to Sequoia. But overall in 5A, went 9-1. Oh, can I tell y'all one thing? Woodward Academy, they might be going home next round too. Winning by 1 point over Lovejoy?
Yeah.
That's big volumes.
He said it was right before the game. He was in a bad car accident. I'm sure their minds were with him. That's bad. Okay. 6A.
Went 9-1 overall.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Mr. Sneed, behave. That's all I'm gonna say. Go ahead, 6A.
Yeah, Douglas County. You gotta pass Mill Creek. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I think everybody can read between the lines on that one.
So you're
Good
saying
game.
you don't think they're getting further than that?
Now, if they continue to play like that against quality teams, no. North Cobb, great win against Camden County. Thank you for busting my 6A bracket. But overall, I went 9-1 in 6A. So,
Okay, congratulations.
for the week, I went 68-4.
Not bad.
And you see where I'm at on the season.
Above 80%. Good job, Mr. Wizard.
Okay, so real fast, this is how the Pick'ems results went. As you can see, I went 8-2 overall. The tiebreaker was not required this week. So therefore, Courtney McGee won this week because he is the one playing for my money, which he ain't gonna get. But he's currently in the lead with 9 games.
Shout out to Courtney McGee. Good job, Wildcat. Glad you had a win this weekend.
Yeah, he better enjoy it because it ain't gonna happen no more.
You real fucking about your little money. Why you offering up your money if you acting like that about it?
Because I love the fans. I love the listeners.
Okay.
That's what it comes down to.
All right, Barry, O'Neal, and Jaquan, y'all better get on it. The games get harder as the weeks go on, so y'all get on it, fellas.
So, did Dro make it back yet?
I'm not sure, but
let me see. Dro, looking for the Mexican fella.
So look here, bro. Let me go.
There you go. That's my bad. What's happening, blood?
Hey, what's up with you, blood? Check this out, man. Check this out. Now, you on that 3A bracket, what's the one game you lost? I'm curious.
On 3A?
Yeah.
I forgot. No, did I lose one at 3A? I did. Oh, that was Westover and Luella.
So you omitted one game in 3A?
No, I played the top 10.
Oh, I see. I got you. Carry on.
Yeah.
Carry
Okay.
on.
See?
Carry on.
Okay, y'all know what? I'm gonna get on my broom and ride around some more.
Okay. You
No,
do that.
don't go yet.
I'm gone.
I'm gonna ask. No, I'm gonna ask you. No, I'm gonna ask you right now.
Up. So with that being said,
It may be.
I appreciate y'all tonight. I'm gonna see y'all on Wednesday.
Why you got?
I only got 15 minutes. And my 15 minutes is up. My 15 minutes of fame is up, baby.
Okay. So the show about to get turned over, but don't worry. I asked you boy Thursday. Don't worry. Have a good night.
People to do.
No, your time don't dip. Roll out. Peel out.
Peace out. Love y'all.
Good night, Mr. Wisdom.
Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. So
why are you attacking the wizard, man?
Nah, we good, but I know he knew what question was coming. You understand what I'm saying? He knew it. He knew it. And the other time he'll try to stay overtime, but tonight he want to leave. He want to go on and leave tonight. It's all good. We'll get on it later.
We always normally give him 15 minutes, and then we kick him out.
Well, look here. We could have made an exception tonight, but it's all good. 15 minutes. 15 minutes. All right. Cool.
Woo.
So,
okay, go ahead.
With that being said, let's go ahead. Since we didn't get on Friday night, let's just go on and address the elephant in the room and the question that everybody want to ask. Let's go on and get this over with so we can get to these breaths. Let's get messy.
What the fuck happened to Cedar Grove?
I'm gonna tell you what the fuck happened to Cedar Grove. QB1 decides he wants to throw 3 interceptions in the first quarter, and one of them being a pick 6. That's what happened.
Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
No, finish. Go ahead. Finish.
Okay. So coach decides to put a dude back at quarterback that ain't played quarterback since game 3 of the season. Bruh,
Well.
he can't hit the side of a barn right now.
Leave that baby alone. I
Bro,
hope
check
he
this out.
listening.
You're
You got
right, you're
on
right.
this show.
But that's what got us, though. Quarterback play got us.
You was on this show a few weeks ago, or it might
Mhm.
even been last week or whatever, but it been recent.
Okay.
And you said, well, number one, you don't respect no other team in 3A. That's number one. And then at another time, you said, "Oh,
Mhm.
them teams out of Augusta area ain't no threat." Then lo and behold,
Mhm.
the team get put out by a team from where? The Augusta
From
area.
Augusta, I know, right?
You know what I'm saying? And then, what classification is the team in? Huh?
I think we all in the same 3A, right?
You can say
Yeah,
it. Say it. Say
yeah,
it.
yeah,
You
3A, yeah, 3A. We still ain't got no respect for.
what? You gotta sit home in the first round, man. What you talking about, Jack? Oh my
Still ain't got respect for 3A.
cool. The Lego set seem to be crumbling. Well, no, it done crumble. Now I don't know what y'all gonna
Okay.
look like next year. I don't know what y'all gonna look like next season and beyond.
Mm-hmm.
But bro, y'all
What's
playing
up?
basketball, cuz. The
Hey,
Saints, cuz.
hey, it's
Dwayne
the first.
said,
Hey,
dribble, shoot.
hey, we ain't the only. We ain't the first
Uh,
time that a
uh,
blue
uh, uh,
blood
uh,
has been put out in the first round. Now, is it?
Y'all supposed to be the standard.
It ain't the first
Yeah,
time that a blue
yeah,
blood has been
listen.
put out in the first round.
Y'all supposed to be built different. You the standard. Y'all supposed to be built different. What happened?
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
What you
Huh?
mean? What happened? Everybody know what happened. It ain't no secret on what happened. Talk
Cool.
to Stockbridge. To Stockbridge to tell you what happened.
Cool. Cool.
Shit, let's be real. You want to be real, right? Let's be real. Stockbridge will tell you what happened.
So Stockbridge selling that good dope now. Huh? Y'all ain't
Bro,
selling that good dope
hold,
no
hold
more?
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, Joe. I'm gonna stop you right there. What I said, that was a joke. That was some sarcasm targeted at Stockbridge for having to forfeit 9 games
Yeah, well,
because of illegal players.
I got that. I got
But
that. But listen,
guess where they came from? Guess where
I,
they came from?
I understand. I
They
understand.
should
But the
they
way
should have
y'all built different,
consulted
it's supposed
you.
to be next man up over there. Huh?
Bro, you might want to go back to one of our shows we aired in August where the coach actually said it straight up. I ain't got no, I got a few items in the cupboard.
Man, you got on this live and told
Mhm.
everybody Cedar Grove gonna make it to the third round. You expect them to
Yeah,
make the quarterfinal. That's what you said.
that's what
That's
I
what you
said, and I
said.
stuck, and I stuck with that. But like I say, I didn't expect what went down between the quarterback position. That really screwed everything up. If King had stayed at quarterback the whole year, it would not have been like this because King would have brought that dual threat element, and we did not have that throughout the season. For 7 games of the season, we didn't have that dual threat. Well, actually 8, because King only played 2 games. Well, 2 games in the regular season at quarterback.
I just can't believe it. We're in the 3A playoffs this year, and Peach County can't get their lick back against Seagrove. I just can't
Well,
believe it.
hey, Peach, what you talking about? Peach County had 8 years to get their lick back.
But that listen.
What? Oh, you want to
I
catch?
just hate.
Oh! I get it. You want to catch City Grove on the down here. That's what it was.
Hey, hold on now. I ain't
We did
listen.
y'all, man. We did y'all a favor and whoops Savannah Atheist ass for you.
Look him, bro. Just,
What's
just,
up?
just take the L. Just take the L. Y'all went out in
I'm
the
t-
first
oh,
round.
I got
Y'all
no
put
problem taking the L. I
defend,
got no problem
defend
taking the L.
the standard, defend the state champ. Went out in the
Uh
first
huh.
round.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute, no, y'all didn't win state last year, did you?
Yes,
Did
they
you?
did.
But
They beat
you
Savannah.
better
Okay,
Dro,
okay.
let
Huh?
me drop my wrist and show my 5 fingers. I'm dropping my
Well,
wrist, showing my five
we
fingers
done
at you.
seen them. We done seen them. Let me
Okay.
read.
Okay.
Man, one
Let,
thing we don't do around here, we don't kiss rain, bro. I told you that years ago. So you can save all that. What I
Mm.
want to know is how much respect you gonna put on Harlem name now. That's what I want to know.
None.
You don't
None. I'm not putting. I'm
score.
putting. I'm putting zero respect on Harlem. You know why?
Why?
Harlem gonna beat Southeast Bullets and they gone in the third round.
Okay, so
Yeah, go ahead.
Nick say, Mike, you ain't about to take your mic and leave, are you?
Ooh.
No, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't
Marquise,
going nowhere.
I know you not, Mike. I know. Marquise said, Mr. Thirsty, Cedar Grove High School must then go by Mother Church in Harlem for no prayer and healing, Cedar Grove Baptist Church.
No, we didn't need to because, like I say, when when your quarterback commits 3 turnovers in the first quarter and one of them ends up being a pick six, it does something to your defense. Your defense is tired, man. Your defense is tired.
First quarter don't come. The first quarter,
And
you mean tell me the standard come back after the first quarter? Is that what you telling us right now?
oh, we was mounting the comeback, but guess what? Want me to tell you? You want me to tell you? You want me to tell you the true facts on how Harlem won that game?
Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead.
One, the pick six. That's number one. Number two, a BS pass interference call going into the end zone. I wish I had this on video so y'all can see. And I haven't checked the network, but when you have a offensive receiver arm fully extended trying to hold off the defensive player, but the defensive player does what he was supposed to do, which is play up through your hands, and they still call pass interference on the defense, which puts your team inside the 5 yard line.
Wait a
That's
minute,
14 point. That's 14 points right there we gave up, and 7 of those points was on a bad call.
bro. Did I hear you correctly? And did you
Mhm.
just tell us that the game was decided off of pick six in the first quarter? Do I have
No,
wax in
I
my
said a
ears or
pick
something?
six. I said a pick six and a bad pass interference call. That's what I said.
And when did the pass interference play happen? What quarter?
Second quarter, if I'm not mistaken, second quarter.
Okay. What
So
was
you lost momentum in the first half, is what you're saying.
It was gone. It was
Yeah.
gone.
Mhm.
It was gone. It was gone. Them kids were like, after that pass interference call, them kids was like, what the heck? So we
bro?
can't do nothing out here.
That
We
don't
can't
sound
play.
down, bro.
We can't. We can't defend a pass out here. No, and the reason that pass is vital is because Harlem only threw the ball 3 times.
So y'all lost to a one-dimensional team.
Shit, when you running the same play and your coach ain't making the adjustment on defense to slant a certain way based off the formation, yeah, we got out coached, dog. We got out coached in that game.
But
Straight up.
check y'all supposed to be the mighty. You don't let a one-dimensional team beat y'all.
Now, in Mike's defense, he has said that the coordinators for Cedar Grove lack imagination.
I
When you could,
understand that.
when
I
you see the
understand that.
same
But the
play
way that
being
man,
ran and you
go
don't
ahead,
make adjustments to it, when you see the same play, we see it from the stands, dude. The same formation, same play being ran, and you don't make the adjustment on defense to slant your line in a particular direction. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. Coordinators got no imagination. Forget the offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator had no imagination this past Friday night. That's
you
why I
got
say, as a whole, they got out coached.
you got on here recently and just told all of us that 3A or above, your quarterback got to be able to pass for over 1,800 yards. You got to have a
Hold on,
balance.
hold on, hold on. Finish that
You mean
statement.
to
To do
tell
what?
me,
To do what
you
though?
mean to
To do
tell me
what though? To do what?
unbalanced offense clipped
Yo,
y'all off in the
Dro,
first round? That's what you telling me.
Dro,
That's what you
say the
saying.
complete statement. Dro, say the complete statement. 1,800 yards or more to do what? From 3A on up. Win a state title.
Okay,
Win a
okay.
state title.
I understand that, but a team that didn't even pass for 3 times clipped y'all on the first round, cool.
Yeah, because of two bad. Yeah, because of a pick six and a bad PI call.
That don't even sound right, cuz. Not the standard. Not the same team that go out to Texas and go out of state, play all these big
Uh huh.
games and all on
Yep.
ESPN and all that kind of
Yep.
stuff. You mean to tell me a one-dimensional team clipped y'all in the first round? Is that what you telling me right now? Is that what I'm hearing? Huh?
What I want to ask you. What I want to ask you is, When the last time your team was on ESPN
No, we ain't
or
talking
any
about
or
that's what you ain't finna do.
any
You,
national televised
you get on
TV
this
station?
show every week.
Um,
Get on this
Your
show
team ain't
every
never
week
been on
and
a
tell
nationally
because we
me
don't
televised
care
why
about
stage.
that
it's
shit.
not, huh? Go
We
ahead,
don't
Jay.
care about that shit. We
You
don't
don't
care
Exactly.
care
about
We
about it.
don't
that.
care about
Okay.
that. We don't care
Because you know why
about
y'all you know why you don't care about it. And we're gonna get ready to close this segment out.
okay.
But just
Okay.
so y'all don't this is why y'all don't care about it, because you stay local.
Bro,
You
look at
Well,
play the teams you're
we
familiar
don't
with.
give a shit.
wait.
What's
You
wrong?
play who you're familiar with.
Y'all
Hey,
got
what's
beat
wrong
by
with
a
that?
local team. Y'all got beat by a local team in the first round, cuz. You got beat by Harlem. They got a nice stadium over there, by the way. But cuz,
Hey, it's all right. It's all right.
you get
Stadium
over
all
here,
right.
man. We played we iron sharpens iron and all that kind of stuff. Well, who sharpened y'all in the first round, cuz? Who sharpened?
See,
That
you
one
see, I'm
iron,
cool. You know what
huh?
though? I'm cool with you. I'm cool with you bringing up stuff from last year, the season before that, the season before that, season before that. I'm cool with you bringing that up because none of that was said this year.
But you said they were going to the third round. You did say that.
Yeah, I did. I did say that, and they should have. But coaching, that's all it came down to. We got out coached, bruh. Because if we would have won that game, we would have traveled to Southeast Bullock and beat them and got put out in the third round when we played Stevenson.
What Harlem running back did to y'all? Hmm?
Running backs,
Huh?
all four of them.
What
Shit, they gassed us. They gassed us.
you ain't have respect for him, cuz. You did.
Mm-mm. Dude, do you really expect Harlem to make it past the third round? Let's be real. Harlem
I
is
ain't
not
talking about
making it
the
past
third
the
round.
third
I'm
round.
talking about the first round. I'm talking about the first round. I ain't talking about the
Yeah,
third.
okay.
I'm talking about specifically. You didn't respect their running game. And
I
look
didn't
what.
respect them, period. I didn't respect Harlem, period. I sat up here and told you that last week. I'm going to tell you the same thing this week. And I still don't respect Harlem.
So who y'all playing this week?
I don't know. Let me check the basketball schedule.
All right,
So
go
let
ahead,
me
man.
say
Let's move
this,
on.
and
Let's move
we can
on.
move on. Let's say this because we got some other stuff to do, and I got these comments to get out of the way. Um, I get the whole, Cedar Grove is down and all that. That's fine, but I need you to understand that everybody is not trying to be IMG. Everybody ain't trying to be St. Francis or Bishop Gorman or whoever or modern day whatever.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
the fact that
That
we
ain't what
not
I'm.
playing up, but the fact that we're not playing on ESPN, we don't give a fuck. I don't care if they put Peach County on ESPN if we ain't winning no state titles. And
Mhm,
that's all I got to
mhm.
say about that part. So the
Well,
other
do
part,
understand. Do understand. With us going, every time we went on ESPN, we want to stay tight.
okay, well, great. You should have went on that this year. You did.
No. We ain't had no business on ESPN this year. I'll tell you
Exactly.
that in a
But either
heartbeat.
way, that's not, but it's still not a qualifier to win a state championship, is all I'm
No,
saying.
it's
It
not.
doesn't mean
But
anything.
it goes.
It don't
You're
in the
right.
grand scheme of things, it don't mean shit.
It
But
You
does
just
mean
say
messing
we
with
was
something.
each
on
other
In the
anyway,
ESPN.
grand
Jay.
scheme of things, it does mean
Hell,
something.
I knew that. I knew
Florida
that. Hey,
State get on ESPN, they get their ass whipped, it don't
Mm,
matter.
it don't matter.
So
Hey, Jez, I knew
so
they was
no.
in trouble anyway when they went out to Texas and lost to a team that ranked 6,000 in the country. I mean,
no,
how you do that? How you lose to a team that ranked 6,000? I knew they was in trouble.
Did
not
you
You know,
watch the game? Hold on.
answer.
No, wait. Hold on, Joe. Did you watch the game, Joe?
I ain't have to watch it. I ain't
No,
have to
no.
watch
Did
it.
you
I'm
watch the
just
game
worried about
to
the outcome.
understand how we lost on because of a fumble on a drive that we was about to win the game? We fumbled on that drive, and that's how we lost the
it
game.
shouldn't, but it shouldn't have come to that. So
And you're
anyway,
right, it shouldn't have. You're right, it shouldn't have. But again, what I've been telling y'all all year, quarterback play been killing us.
yep.
Okay, yeah, you did say that to your credit, but you also said y'all were going to the third round, cool. So I want to know who y'all playing this Friday. Go on, tell us out who y'all playing. Who y'all playing?
Hold on,
Who y'all
hold on. Let
playing?
me get to the
Huh?
basketball schedule. Let me get to the basketball
And
schedule, and
you
I'll
get
tell you in a
to
minute.
the
Not
basketball
Cedar,
schedule, and I'm fixing to read.
not
Uh,
Cedar Grove playing basketball there early. Not the
y-
Saints.
Yo
I know,
says
right?
Harlem.
Shocking.
Yo says Harlem was the number 2 seed. Cedar Grove was 31. That win wasn't impressive.
Well, we ain't say
Uh,
the win was in prison. Now I never said that. But what
oh,
I am saying is This man got on the line and told us that Augusta area school ain't no threat. He said he don't respect them. Ain't no other team in 3A he respect. They can whoop everything in 3A. That way, don't nobody else play a national schedule like they do. They tough. They play the toughest teams in 6A,
Again, Joe. Stick to what I said this year, not previous years. Now,
and then they go to Harlem and get diced up by 4 running backs. Basically one dimensional all night. That what you telling me, huh?
So Joe. This is what I'm gonna ask you.
Yeah.
This is what I'm gonna ask you.
Go
Number
ahead.
one,
What?
stick to what I said. Do me a favor. Stick to what I said this year, not in the previous years.
Why are you
That's
bringing
number
up
one.
5 fingers then? If you want me to stick on this year, why you bringing up 5
Because
fingers? Ain't that the past too? That's the past too, ain't?
as of right now, ain't nobody else won the football 3A state championship yet this year. So it is still us. So with that being said, that's all I'm gonna say, Joe. That's all I'm asking of you.
Okay, let's
Stick to
go.
what was said this year, not in the past years before. Because I
Okay.
never all I said was 6-4, third round exit.
All
That's
right.
what I expected out of Cedar Grove. Lose them 4 non-region games, sweep the region, and lose in the third round in the playoff. That's what my expectation was, and that was my receipt.
All
And
right.
it didn't work. Okay, so while I'm reading these comments, Mike, could you bring up the brackets? Dwayne says Cedar Grove snitched on Stockbridge for stealing players. And Barry said, so they was legal at Cedar Grove? And welcome to the podcast, Barry. Oscar said, Oscar said, I told that man they was out the first round and wasn't gonna make it.
Yeah, he
Let's
You
said
know
it.
what? Wait, hold on. Stop right there, Jeff. This is what I want to ask the panel. What team in 3A, then this is a serious question from the jump, from the start of this season, did anybody respect? 3A team out of Augusta. What team did anybody respect? None of them.
We gonna move on
No.
with the show. We're gonna move on
No,
with the
I'm just
show.
saying. That's the thing. Nobody respected a 3A team out of Augusta. Period. I ain't the only one.
okay. All right, so
But we play Jonesboro on Friday, though.
uh
Actually, we play Jonesboro tomorrow.
Nick said,
Oh no.
Nick,
You know I got to keep them coming, and we got West Side coming to town soon. All right, let's
Nick,
keep on moving.
okay, Nick said after a team beats you, you must give them respect. I guess,
No,
but
because I'm telling you
no,
right now, Peach County
no,
is not finna give Calhoun, North Savannah, Atheist
hell
credit
no.
Not
I
at
ain't
all.
even get
You
Perry
right,
no
bro.
or
respect.
respect. It's
Fuck
not gonna
them.
give them respect. No, it ain't finna happen, bro. That's not a true statement.
I don't even get Perry respect. Fuck them. They could
And
have beat
Cedar
us for that
Grove ain't
nigga
gonna give
nothing.
Santa Creek respect. Period.
We sure ain't.
No. Let's see. Dwayne to my Harlem Knights. Y'all some crazy folk. Danny says Cedar Grove was shaking in their huddle, looking across at a new and improved Harlem. Harlem came and smacked Cedar Grove over the field.
No, that did not happen. They did not smack us up and down the field. No, bro. No,
Nick
bro.
said he said they tired, boss. they
That's
you
what the
know.
defense was. The defense was tired on that. I give you that one. The defense was tired, boss.
How you doing, Mr. Reddy? And welcome to the podcast. Hustle Athletic Training, guys. If y'all in Southwest Georgia, y'all hit them up. Marquis said the folks in Harlem threw a big parade the next day.
They probably did.
Dwayne said, doesn't Cedar Grove have 2 D1 cornerbacks?
No. No. Shit, I wish we did, but no. We only got one.
Yes, Obadiah. I'm the only one here that's a member of the Divine Nine. He knows what excuses are. He's a military guy. He knows what they are. I mean, Danny. Okay, Danny. Listen, I love you, but sometimes you say stuff that's just really, really obvious. They won with the most points at the end of the game. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Well, read it again, Jay. Read it one more.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay. He said they end of the game. Oh my God. They won with the most points at the end of the game. Mike, the reason why y'all lost is because you took Harlem as a joke and didn't show them any respect. So Harlem had to teach Cedar Grove some respect. All Harlem wanted was for Cedar Grove to show some respect and be humble. I don't think that was all they wanted. I think they really wanted to win. But move on. We gotta move. Sometimes I just have to dissect stuff and just be like, come on, man. Oh God.
Hey, Danny, you got to remind, bro, because you were delivering straight fire about a week or two ago. Come on, bro. You got to redeem yourself. Come on, Danny. Come on, Danny. I love you, bro. We love you, bro. But you close to getting the turtle. You close to getting the turtle tonight, bro. Come on.
Y'all leave daddy alone. Y'all leave daddy alone. That's my buddy right there.
Yeah, Danny straight. Danny is a family. He support the show. You know what I'm saying? We live him, but come on, bro.
Yeah. Okay. We moving away from Cedar Grove and Peach County, so I'm gonna move on, but I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna be done. Kid Boone, welcome to the podcast. He says Peach has been winning for over 30 years. People all up in New York and Texas and Ohio and other places know about Peach
Lord
County
have
for
mercy.
years.
We ain't gonna
We
talk
don't
about
need
that.
national TV to be known. Well, you shouldn't have said it. Now,
Okay.
let's be done. Cause I'm
All I'm
tired of
saying,
it.
weak region play. Let's go.
I got beat by a weak
There you
region
go.
team first round, so
We
that
not
counts.
gonna have fuck
Don't
that.
act like he ain't been put out of. Don't act like Peach County ain't been put out in the
Well,
first
now
round
you know
before.
how it feels, sir. You know how it
No,
feels.
that's all I'm saying. But we ain't always come from weak regions though.
Neither have we. And see, and
Bullshit.
okay,
Bullshit.
okay, I'm gonna say this.
Bullshit.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be done. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be done. Okay, you talk about look, just like we play what's in front of us. And guess what? Your argument would have merit had we gone in these weak regions and got put out in the first round. That was an anomaly. We would constantly go to the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and play in the state championship. We average a state championship once every 3 years. So this weak region shit you talking about, it has no weight, it holds no merit, and we not talking about Peach County, Cedar Grove no more tonight.
Didn't
So
y'all
let's
just get
move
put out in the
on.
first round last year? So don't come at me with that.
I'm coming
Keep
at
it
you
moving.
because you came
Keep
at
moving.
me. You came
Y'all
at
got put out
me.
first
I
round
came at you
last year,
because you
but
came
you
at
know what
me.
though?
Yeah,
I'm
the
not
first
gonna throw
round
that in your
last year,
face.
it is an anomaly. It's
Can
not
we have a
something that
commercial?
happens normally.
It's not an
And we were
anomaly.
all
It's not
sold
happened
out. It is
before.
not
It
it's
done
an
happened
anomaly. It normally does
before.
not happen. We do we constantly go to the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and the state championship game. So this whole week
Applet-
region shit you've been
All
talking
I'm
about for
saying
30
is
years
Appleton
does
County.
not
All I'm
work.
saying is
It
Appleton
means
County put you out in the
absolutely
first round
nothing.
1 year.
It means absolutely nothing. So we can keep on. I'm not gonna shut up.
Appleton County put you out in the first
In
round before.
2014, what else you got?
But
Thank you. Let's move
Shaw
on.
did it. Shaw
Let's
put you
move
out two
on.
years
Let's
in a
move
row.
on. Let's move
That's why I
on.
said we
I
can
hate
do this
all
Let's
all
move
day.
on. We can move on because that weak region shit you said was not. It means in the grand scheme of things, it means little to nothing. It would
right.
be
Shit.
it doesn't.
Shit.
If
All that
if
means
we don't
is
put out the first round all the time, but when you average a state championship game once every 3 to 4 to 5 years, that don't mean shit.
Okay.
And
hey,
I'm
when the last
done.
time hold on, wait. When the last time you won a state title? When the last time you won a state title? When was the last time you won a state title?
I said average. I said average.
How long ago when was the last time you made it to a state finals?
In 2018, I said average.
Okay. In
I said
2018.
average.
Okay. Okay.
I said
Okay.
average. I said
And the
average.
last and the
As
last
in,
time
I
you won
said
and the
average.
last time you won one
I
is
said
in 2019.
average. I said
Oh,
average.
All
oh,
right.
y'all got the
And do
2017
you understand?
championship
Okay,
too, right?
let's see. Let me
Y'all count
tell you this.
2017.
Let's talk about stat. Let's talk about statistics, shall we? The fact that we
Let's
got
go.
there was something great. And guess what? We did it, and we didn't have to do no Lego. Let me tell you, do you understand
Oh,
that every team there's a 4% chance for every team to win in a 32 game, but it's a 4% chance for a team to win the state championship. So
We
yes,
did it 5
us to
times.
get you goddamn right. If I get anybody I want in the fucking metro area, hell yeah, I'm gonna do it. That don't mean shit. If I can get
Just
whoever the hell
breathe.
I want in the
Just
metro
breathe.
area, if I
Just
can
breathe.
get everything in the metro area, you started it. I told you let it go. Are we done now?
Oh no, that depends on you because I can keep going. We can do this all night. You know, I ain't got no
I'm
problem with
done.
it.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
great. Let's go back.
Okay.
No more Cedar Grove. Let's see. So, guys,
Yes,
here
you had
is
to
the
get that out your system. I felt
I
that.
had to. I had to. I had to.
She
I
been
had
on
to.
that for a minute. Jess, you
Yes,
welcome.
I've been
You welcome.
trying.
You
I've been
welcome. I'm glad I can help you. You welcome.
Okay. So, disclaimer. Y'all ready? Y'all good? Y'all good,
Yeah.
loyal listeners? Okay. No, we didn't. Danny. Okay, I gotta be Danny. Stop telling fuck we won in 2017. We did not. Jesus.
Well, he talking about, the
Let,
controversy.
That shit is embarrassing. Stop telling people that.
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Let it go. Do me a favor and let it go.
That shit is embarrassing. We did not win. Okay. So,
That's
guys,
what I'm
y'all
saying. Let it
good?
go, Dro. Let it go.
Y'all good? Y'all good?
We
We
good.
good.
All right.
Okay,
We're
so
gonna start
guys,
from the top or the
You
bottom
just-
this time on the day, Jay.
You
well,
need
last
something
week,
to soothe your throat, Jeff?
I don't know. I'm fine.
All right.
Okay, so guys, y'all want to start from the bottom or the top? Let's let the listeners decide this week. Do y'all
Okay.
want to start from the bottom or the top? I'm skipping all of them, Mr. Matt. I'm skipping all of them. So, do we want to start from the bottom or the top? Where we going? Listen, it's a 12-second delay, so y'all wait a minute. They're gonna tell Mr. Hunt, I'm a Gemini child. That don't bother me. I'm good now. Danny says top. Anybody else say top?
All right. We go. All right. 6-8 then. Cool.
Okay.
6-8.
Okay,
All right.
let's go.
So right side of the bracket. I'm
Mhm.
sorry, left side. I'm sorry. We got Colquitt County versus Collins Hill, Norcross versus Grayson.
Okay, listeners, who we got?
That's a good one there. That Collins Hill, Colquitt.
And
Is
Collins has to
Colquitt
go
a
to
bit
Colquitt.
down this year, y'all?
They are.
Who?
Colquitt.
Colquitt? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they down. They down.
Yeah. They benefited from having how many home games they had? Like 7?
Yeah, 7 home games.
Collins Hill can actually win that game. I'm not saying they will, but they can.
And I really agree with you on this. I think Collins Hill goes down to the Hall 10 and pulls out a victory.
So what do y'all say, listeners? Dwayne says Grayson and Collins Hill. Danny says Colquitt and Grayson. We can go with
And
Collins Hill because nobody's really saying.
and I agree. I do agree with Danny and Dwayne on this one with Collins Hill versus Grayson in the semifinals. And I do feel Grayson is going to be too overpowering for Collins Hill, and Grayson goes there.
Deshaun says Collins Hill is not winning in Moultrie.
I mean, he got a point. I mean, because it could be a combination of things. I mean, Colquitt could show up and play hard and win the game, or they could have a bit of home cooking. Who knows? I mean, but
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Okay, we gotta go back. So we got Mr. Wilkins says Colquitt. Janice says Colquitt. Deshaun says Colquitt. Obadiah's riding with the Packers. Mr. Reddick says the Packers. So let's go back and change that. This is just play.
Well, here's my thing. I do want to bring something I do want to acknowledge something, and I need for the viewers and the listeners to acknowledge this. That Region 1 was a shit show this year. Plain and simple. I don't care how you look at it. That Region 1 in 6A was a complete shit show. It never transformed and manifested into what people thought it would be this year. Do keep that in mind. Because when you had Camden County, you had Camden County, Lowndes, and I think 14 sitting undefeated going in the region play. That region was ugly this year. That was not the region we expected it to be. But
No.
Yo, welcome to the show, yo.
Welcome, yo.
Hey, what's up, yo?
What you got to say,
Um,
man? Okay, yo,
Yeah.
yo, what you got to say?
About what, bro?
Okay, never mind. Never mind.
I mean,
Okay,
I
we're gonna
mean,
leave it at.
I was just gonna say one thing to Jessica and Dro. Peach kind of win the championship. That's old news. Steve Grove winning all their championship. That old news. Let's talk about this year. Why y'all arguing with somebody that hating from the outside of the club but can't even get in?
At least somebody realized it. Shit.
well,
I
damn
mean,
it.
cool, they went out bad, bro. The man said in total third round, but we could talk about
Hey,
that later. I ain't finna get that
yeah,
started
we're
again.
gonna get back on that. And
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out why bro made Jessica so mad. She don't went
I'm
through every
not
last one.
mad.
Hey, you
I
went through every
wasn't
last
mad.
one of the temptations. I'm talking about you got there Otis, you got there Paul, you got there David
Listen,
Ruffin. I'm sorry,
listen.
he had every goddamn
I
temptation
need.
voice in the world going on.
Okay.
All on myself blue, yo.
Now
All
she
on
even
myself
hit
blue.
blue. She even got down low with it too.
I need y'all to understand. But here's what I need you guys to understand. You all have never seen me mad. That's
Nope.
nothing. You all have never seen me mad.
And I
You've
hope we
never
don't.
seen me mad.
I think you got mad at me.
There were no tears.
I think you
There was
got
none
mad
of
at
that.
me that time we were going to the Mount Zion game.
Oh yeah, I was
We
a
ain't gonna
little
talk
hurt.
about that.
But
We ain't
see,
gonna talk about that one.
I was very quiet. I didn't even talk to you, did I?
I know. That's how I know your ass was pissed off, and I had to get it out you.
What you
Yeah.
did to her, yo?
I don't know what I did. I know she was mad, but I don't forgot. But I know I had started saying something to her to make her laugh because she wouldn't speak to me or
You
nothing.
were late.
That's a
Because
backstage conversation.
I know what I'm capable of, and what I just exhibited was nothing. And that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. That's
Okay.
nothing. Okay, so let's
Right
go.
side of the bracket. I
Y'all
think
got
we all
Grayson
agree.
over. Y'all got Grayson over Colquitt.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. I think we all agree Carrollton to the semifinals on the right side of the bracket.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because
Where is
Hillgrove,
Hillgrove?
Peachtree Ridge don't stand a chance against Carrollton. So
Valdosta either.
and
Where is
Valdosta got to travel
Hillgrove?
up here to play Carrollton. Got to travel up to play Carrollton.
Whole
That's
Lowndes County.
lame.
I mean,
Yeah.
Valdosta and Carroll and Lowndes got to come up here and play the two best teams in 6A.
That's
All right.
tough.
Now,
Let me see. Mr. Smith says he has Lowndes with the upset over Buford.
For what?
and what?
Nah, it ain't even in what. I'm just trying to figure out for what. Like, what you got that upset for?
Listen, this is the loyal listeners bracket. It ain't what you think, it's what they think. So I need to see what other
Yeah,
people
we
think.
also got something called a Turtle Award, too. And making statements like that can definitely get you on the Turtle list.
You never know. Stranger things have happened.
Okay, make sure you get that video I sent you today over the mic.
Oh, Mike, that's so funny. I gotta send it to you. I wish you could play it. You think you could play it?
Yes,
Yep,
he can
send
play.
it. Yep, send it to me.
Okay. Okay, I can't. That's the one I sent you. I can't. I can't sing it out. Let's see.
Now this
Ooh.
Westport on this bottom left, this Westport site and Archer game. This is an interesting game only because Archer is not supposed to be in the second round.
Yeah.
I sent.
But when you think about who they played, Harrison, it makes sense though.
Well, all that means is
Harrison
Douglas
was over.
County.
I mean, but the region that Harrison came out of, it was no challenge for him. You got Harrison, Hillgrove, McKeith, and Pebblebrook. Come on.
Yeah, well, that still gave Douglas County a even shot to the semis.
Well,
Mr.
as long as they
Shields
get past
says,
no car, which they should.
But look at the crazy. You playing Mill Creek and North Cobb, Douglas County is when that bottom bracket is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Mr. Shields, I want to know your reasoning behind it, but I mean, of course, I know you're a Newton County fan. Why are you saying that Newton would beat North Gwinnett? Let me know what you
Please
think.
explain that one to me.
Newton to
Yeah,
beat
North
who?
Gwinnett beating North Newton beating North Gwinnett.
yeah. Explain. Excuse me.
I'm just gonna put it like this.
Cause he from
North
there.
Newton is one of the hottest teams in 6A right now.
I
North
wouldn't give a
Gwinnett.
dang if they were firecracker hot, bro. They not beat North Gwinnett.
Who,
I'm sorry, I'm looking at the video right now.
Yes.
That is hilarious.
Isn't it funny?
Man.
It's funny.
Oh my God. I'm trying to save it.
Okay, so Mr. Shields says West Forsyth will win over Archer.
Oh.
I can see that. So Newton can lock up the wide receiver and contain the quarterback. That's why he's saying that Newton can beat North Gwinnett.
Bro, if you was from anywhere in the state besides Newton County, Covington, Georgia, you wouldn't say that.
So who else? Let's see. Nobody else is. You got to put.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought they made a statement. Total of power. My bad. So I think we all. All right. So we saying Douglas County should make it to the court to the semifinals,
Yeah, they're
right?
saying West Forsyth over Archer in Douglas County right here. So what about North Gwinnett and Beaufort? What's on the top bracket, Mr. Little? No. So who wins between North Gwinnett and Beaufort? Y'all don't all y'all answer at once.
Beaufort.
I think Beaufort. I mean, I really do think that Beaufort is just going to come out and be extremely physical, and that one of the best linebacker rooms in the nation is going to make his presence felt against North Gwinnett. I'm sorry. Rayola is playing a lot better at quarterback up there for Beaufort. Receivers are stepping up, making plays for Beaufort right now. Granted, they don't have the best receiving corner in the state or in that class of 6A, but the receivers are performing a lot better than what they were in the beginning of the season.
And you have said consistently over the past, I think, couple of years that their wide receivers were not up to par. So for you to be saying that they're playing well lends credence to what you've been saying. You know, the fact that you believe that now. So
yeah. Now, what I do believe
what's going on, David? I want to pronounce your name correctly. So if you could kind of, sound it out for me, because you deserve to have your name spoken correctly, and I don't want to say something and it's wrong. So right now, I'm going to call you David, but welcome to the podcast. And apparently everybody says Beaufort will dominate North Gwinnett. Mr. Shield says, I have watched some film on them all weekend. The quarterback wants to be the show. If he runs, make him pay for it.
What quarterback are you referring to, though?
North Gwinnett.
Oh, he's gonna pay the price against Beaufort. That's for sure.
He's talking about Newton. Is he fast, Mr. Shields? Is he fast? I guess if you want to run, he is fast. Never mind. So who we got in the Final Four? Do we have Grayson and Carrollton?
Oh, we got Grayson against Douglas County, Carrollton against Beaufort.
So Tick says Grayson versus Beaufort. Who else? Anybody else?
I disagree with Mr. Odoms. Tick, I disagree with you because one thing we haven't spoke on is Beaufort secondary ain't all that. They got a great front seven, but that back four in the secondary is not their strength. Go back and watch Beaufort's first game. And I really think a lot of folks are forgetting about this game that they played in the beginning of the season. Beaufort secondary is not the strongest.
Dwayne says Carrollton versus Grayson and Carrollton for the championship.
And this is all I'm saying. Remember who Beaufort lost to. They lost to Milton, very first game of the season.
They did. What was the score? It wasn't even close,
It
was
was 13-10 because it was a rainy game. It was 13-10. But I actually watched that game, and granted, there is it's been a long season, so Buford secondary could have improved, but at the same time, Buford almost lost to Benedictine the following week, who had a
it?
strong passing game.
Mm-hmm.
They just overpowered Benedictine with their running game. That's how they beat Benedictine. So let's get real about it. Going forward after that, nobody that they played could compete with them. They just dominated their region. They dominated Roswell and they dominated Douglas County.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the time, Douglas County's downfall is their defense. That's where Carrollton grew this past off season is on their defense and improved their running game.
They're saying Grayson versus Carrollton for the championship. Tick says that front seven is going to cause problems.
Yeah, the
How's
front seven for
Carrollton's?
Buford does, but it's the back four that got to step up against Carrollton, and that's going to be the issue when Carrollton is putting five out in patterns.
So how's Carrollton's line?
Carrollton improved their whole team around Juju. They improved the offense and got Juju a running game. Improved the defense to get Juju the ball back. That's what Carrollton did this all season.
So who do y'all have that's going to win it all? Danny says Douglas versus Carrollton, and Carrollton wins. I think the consensus is, even though they have a question about who's going to be in the final, that Carrollton, the majority are saying that Carrollton is going to win 6A.
Carrollton is going to win 6A. Juju is going to leave as a 16 and a half, going on 17-year-old with a state champion, with a state ring on his finger, and head out to Colorado.
John said Juju now. Okay.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. But let's be honest, that's what the plan is. Juju put a state title ring because this should have been your second one. You should have won as a freshman, and last year was what it was. This year, since you reclassified, you're technically a senior now. Get your ring in January. You'll be out in Colorado because we know you ain't coming to Georgia.
Yeah, I think he's going to Colorado too.
Because he's gonna start in Colorado next year as a freshman.
But he is, but they better improve that. I mean, they need to get some linemen. That's all I'm gonna say.
They will. They gonna work on it. All I can tell Juju is find you an Iron Man suit for your freshman year though.
Yeah, they're gonna tear his little ass up.
Yeah. All right. That's 5. I mean, that's 6. We're gonna move on to 5A.
Let's go to 5A. All right, Coffee and TCC. I know y'all in here. Let's talk about it. Coffee and Brunswick. That's a good game. Let me ask you this though. This is just.
I'm gonna let you say what you say, but that's what it's gonna be. We all know that, Jen.
No, listen, and I know that, but this is what I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
Shut up, yo. And because I asked Yo this the other day. I think last night I asked him if, because we've been talking about Brunswick this whole season. If Brunswick should happen to be Coffee at home, do you still at this point still think that Brunswick is fool's gold? Are they still fool's gold?
Yes. And I will tell you this why. If Brunswick happens to be Coffee, because we know Coffee is not the strongest team coming out of Region 2. We all agree upon that. Yeah. They lack in several places, right? So yeah, it would not be a shock to see Brunswick beat Coffee. But here's the thing. Sequoia is going to beat Woodward Academy this weekend. It's possible to see in the quarterfinals Sequoia versus Brunswick. Based on the coin flip, that's going to determine the winner.
Got you. Okay. I was just asking what you think. Yo, what did you say last night? If Brunswick beats Coffee, are they still fool's gold?
I think you have to start paying us some attention because Coffee, we do agree, is not the strongest team, but Coffee is a decent team. That's a tough region, and for them to be third in that region is not a slack on Coffee. So if Brunswick beat them, although it's going to be at home, you got to start paying some attention to Brunswick.
Man, I'm not paying. Yo, I hear what you're saying, and I hear you what you're trying to sell to the listeners. But let's be honest. Brunswick ain't played no fucking body during the regular season.
I agree, and that's the point that I'm saying. Normally, Brunswick, if you look at their history, this is exactly what it be set up to be. They don't play anybody in the regular season. They go up against a team like Coffee, and they get the brakes beat off of them. So that's the point that I'm saying because that's their norm. If they happen to beat Coffee, you gotta take a look at them, bro. You gotta put some kind of respect on it.
Man, it's only it's maybe three
Especially
teams.
to me, especially since if you put Coffee, let's ask this: if you put Coffee in another region, does Coffee win? Does
Possible.
Coffee
Possible.
win the region?
Yes. Yeah, possible. Or they get a set. If they don't win, they number two.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I'm a, I'm a, I'm gonna stick to my receipt. It's only one. Let me see. Let me make sure I got this right. There's only one school, non-public school out of Savannah that I respect, and that's Benedictine.
Oh
They've
Lord.
proven it and maintained their status throughout the years. That's the only team out of Savannah, out of the Savannah area, I'm gonna respect. And then every other team, I'm not.
Okay.
Because Brunswick is the only team out of Savannah that continuously plays in a tough region year in and year out, and plays a tough non-region schedule.
Benedictine, not Bronx.
I'm sorry. Oh, I thought it said Benedictine. I'm sorry. But yeah, Benedictine is the only school I respect out of Savannah.
Hey, you haven't had anything to drink tonight, have you, Mike? You don't sound like it.
I'm about to pull my third cup up.
Oh, okay. Let me go back and read a couple of these comments. Tick said Juju shouldn't have won as a freshman.
I bullshit.
Mill Creek score drove them. That was a high scoring
No,
game, if
no,
I'm
no,
not
no. That's some
mistaken.
bullshit. I'm calling his card on that. Does what did do you not remember what Juju did in that game?
And then I just remember there wasn't a whole bunch of defense, and Mill Creek ended up winning by like 2 scores, right?
Yeah,
No, damn
so
that. Juju
Juju shouldn't
set
have won.
records in that game.
Yeah, he did, but Juju shouldn't have won that year. Mill Creek was still a better team. So athletes all around.
Yeah, it
I
was
think the
35 to
character
set.
team.
Yeah, 70
Yeah,
to 35 was the final score. But Juju threw what 5 touchdowns? No, what 5 touchdowns and damn near 600 yards. But that was a crazy game. Now, granted, Juju was what 13, 14 years old playing in that game. What he did as a player was amazing. It had never been seen before in the state of Georgia from a freshman.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree with all of that, bro. But to say he was supposed to win that year when Mill Creek was definitely the best team in Georgia that year, that's like somebody stepping up against Milton this year and go crazy, but still lose by 5 touchdowns. Like, you can't take away from what it was that Mill Creek had that year.
And you're right. But when it comes to but the whole focus of the conversation was Juju, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Juju had a great freshman year. Had a he kind of I'm gonna say slumped in his sophomore year. But for this junior slash senior year that he's having, he's bounced back and I feel he's learned a lot from the past 2 seasons. I don't think he should have reclassified myself personally, but it is what it is. But I think
Well,
he's learned a
no,
lot, and Carrington gave him better support.
Oh, it was five
that,
scores. It was 5 scores. I thought it was 2 scores. I knew
no,
it
it
No,
was
it
was
a
was
high
five.
35
score.
to,
Well,
no,
it
it
was
was
five
35 to
scores.
70.
Yeah,
35 to
70
70 was the
35.
score.
Good
And,
Lord.
and,
Now
and the
listen
thing
to
is, the character team this year, I think, would have competed better with that Mill Creek from 2 years ago. Now,
mm-hmm.
I do agree with what you're saying. I don't think Juju should have reclassified, but we all know that he watched the teams that he was interested in going to, whether it's Georgia. Colorado and the decommitment from USC. He made the
Hmm.
right move because you finna lose Carson Beck and you finna lose Shador Sanders. And
Oh,
His whole thing is stepping on campus, trying to be a day one starter. So
correct.
I think Juju can beat out anything that's in Georgia quarterback room and
Yeah,
anything on Colorado roster also. So that's why I
yeah,
think he went ahead and reclassed instead of allowing somebody else to get in there, get comfortable, and then he have to
yeah.
compete.
Mhm.
Oh,
I agree.
you want me to tell you something we realized this weekend?
What?
You know, Carson Beck got another year of eligibility if he wanted, right?
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure everybody understands that Carson Beck has the COVID year of eligibility if he wants to come back to Georgia.
But I think
Um,
that hurt him. If he would have left last year, I think his stock would have been okay. And he kind of lost that. I don't think he'll make that mistake twice. I think he'll take advantage of the reins because I do see Georgia. I heard y'all talking about that. I do think Georgia is still the best team in the college. You think about the hostile environments to go on the road and play four top six teams at their respective time. Ole Miss and Tennessee being 7 and 9, I think. But
Uh-huh.
to go in their places and to have Tennessee at home, but to go 2 and 2 is big. So to go out and beat Texas, to go to Alabama and lose by a close game, to lose everything against Ole Miss, that definitely wasn't a Georgia team. But to still be able to be in a position where you will get into the playoffs. I hope they don't, like Jess was saying, play for the SEC championship, possibly lose, and then that mess them up for the playoffs. If Georgia
Yeah.
get in the playoffs, which they should be, because I think they will handle UMass and probably struggle a little bit with Tech, but I think they get the victory. Then you better be looking out anybody else or any other fan or any other college program because Georgia gonna be one to deal with.
I
Well,
agree.
So at that
I
time and point, I think Carson Beck go ahead and go out on top and just enter the draft.
I want to be honest with you. Carson Beck better leave this year because this quarterback class is not strong at all.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
got your strongest quarterbacks in this class: Sanders,
Cam Ward,
Ward.
and it all depends on what Dylan Gabriel decide to do because I think he still have a year or two of eligibility.
But what I'm saying is, you don't have five top quarterbacks
Heck
coming out
no,
this year. This is
heck
Carson Beck's best year to make money.
no.
yeah,
He'll right now with what he's done, he get a pro day or a combine, good grade. He possibly a third rounder.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let me
All
see.
right, moving on.
Yeah, let's move
Bottom
on. Let
side
me
of these
see.
brackets.
Yeah, let me read these couple of comments. Coffee only lacks in offense, but their defense is solid. Brunswick over Coffee, Sequoia over Woodward. That's what Dwayne says, and he said he don't want to hear that weak region shit. Ryan says if our DBs, which is Coffee, stay out of the backfield, we're good. If you put us in Brunswick, we're region champs easily. Um, Obadiah said, I'm riding with Coffee over Sequoia. Tick says, bye, Carson. What's going on, Darius Love? Welcome to the podcast. Um, Tick says, Sanders, Ward, Ewers, Gabriel, and Beck. Those are the top five quarterbacks coming out.
I'm not sold on you. Well, okay.
You
I'm
is
sold on
that's the
Ewers.
Texas quarterback, Ewers.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, they ready for him to go. They ready
yeah.
for Cooper to
No,
see
no,
what
the
he gonna do.
Manning family is ready for him to go. That's what it is. All right,
Mm.
bottom bracket. On the bottom right of 5A, I think we all agree Milton to the semifinals, right?
Uh-huh. We ain't got to
No
go to
ifs,
the
ands, or
rest of
buts.
that.
Okay, right on this left side, I think Hughes over a quality Roswell team. and versus Rome.
What y'all got, listeners? I can't call it. It's just
All right, I think we already know what the listeners gonna say. So
this is
I ain't gonna even waste the listen. I'm not gonna waste our time because
well, what do
I
you think? I'm just
that's
curious
what
as to what you think. You think TCC is gonna win? I mean,
okay, here's my thing. I think Rome gets their get back this year. I think Rome is a better team and improved in the offseason, whereas Thomas County Central lost a few steps and declined in the offseason. So
Okay.
when this game comes back around with them having to travel back up to Rome, I really think Rome gets TCC on this weekend.
Okay.
I really do, regardless of how many noisemakers they bring. And I'm gonna say this. No, real talk, and I'm going to say this. The fans is going to cost TCC a key penalty at a key moment in the game because of those horns. I'm telling you now, the refs are going to be on the lookout for it because of last year.
And this is my fear, but what they're saying is they only do the horns when they're on offense, so they're not gonna really penalize them when they're
That's the
on offense.
stupidest thing ever. Why is you
I
making noise
know.
when your offense
Listen, I'm just telling
operating?
you what they're saying. That's what I was told today. I think I had a a conversation with Mr. Hurst, because my thing is what they're doing now is if they get called for unsportsmanlike twice, then your head coach is ejected. So even if you do manage to win the game that you're in, guess what? He won't be back for the next game, and these games are too critical for that. So is it
Yeah,
worth it? But the response that I got from Mr. Hurst was, when the opposing team's offense is there, they're gonna have the noisemakers and the jugs or whatever. But when their offense is on the field, then that's when they will blow their horns.
man,
And
I'm sorry. That's the dumbest shit ever.
I'm just telling you what they said.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. That's the dumbest shit ever because you don't make noise while your offense is operating. You just don't do that. You be quiet as possible for your offense to hear the calls from the quarterback and the calls from the sideline so they can do what they want to do. And because you blowing them horns while your offense is operating, now you finna cause your offense to do false starts.
Now, Mr. Hurst, if I'm telling a
That's
lie, you let me know. If I misinterpreted what you told me today, please correct me. But that's what I
man,
got from it. But either way, I just don't think it's worth it. And I think they roll so deep that they don't even need the horns. Because when I tell you Thomas
yeah.
County Central rolls deep, baby, they roll deep. They can make enough noise with their mouths that they don't need
And
them.
and that's what I'm getting at. And that's my thing. Keep it natural. You're on the road. Don't jeopardize your team while you're on the road. When you're at home, do what you do when you're at home. But when you're on the road,
Either.
keep it natural.
Yeah.
Yell, scream, stomp,
especially
stomp
with
your feet on the stands.
especially with that, you don't want to even give the refs a reason to have anything to say to you.
Mm-hmm. Because they're looking.
Right.
Yeah. And
Because
then trust and believe. They already got the word from last year.
they basically Thomas County Central. Okay, this is Monday, Friday, right? So last at the state championship game, Thomas County Central gave the GHSA a big fuck you. We gonna blow
Hmm.
these goddamn horn. Ain't shit you gonna do about it. What you gonna do? We whipping their ass. We gonna win. And a bitch ass thing you can do.
Correct.
And so
But
they're cognizant of that. And so they're just looking for a sliver so they can, what was Pinky on next Friday? Say something. Oh, I want you to say something.
that's
That's
GHSA referee. Those the referees right now.
yes, they are looking, and I'm telling you that's what they doing. Don't ask me how I know, but that's what they doing. Welcome, Mr. Harris, to the podcast. He said Rome is gonna win. Everybody else says TCC is gonna win. Tick says it's gonna be Hughes versus Rome. Mr. Fowler, he is a hog. Welcome to the podcast. Um, all right, you right. He says, I'm sorry, I got a phone call. I'll call him back. It says, damn. Mr. McDaniel says, hell, you can put Milton in the champion slot. We just playing at this point. That's what he said. Tick says the horns aren't going to help this weekend. They can't take those horns anymore. Bo wants you to blow them. Obadiah says we've already discussed this situation, so everything that you're saying is pointless. Is it pointless? Why is it pointless? Is it pointless because you're gonna do what the fuck you want to do, or is it pointless because you all have already decided that that's not what you're going to do?
Like I say, At the end of the day, I'm giving y'all a warning. TCC fans, do not go up there with those horns because I'm guaranteeing you right now, as Sister Jess said, the bug is already in the referee's ear. They do them horns, throw the flag. If they continue doing, throw the flag, and the head coach got to walk into the locker room for the rest of the game. Is that the position you want to put your team in?
Yeah.
And I don't think you do. So with that being said,
They say
I know the fans are gonna say TCC, but we shall see.
the Mr. Wilkins says the horns don't affect us. Mr. Florner says, we're your team. We got us. TCC by 21. Okay. I mean,
Okay, I mean
if
it
y'all
is.
got it.
If that's
Um,
what I got, no problem with you believing in your team, having faith in your team. That's what every fan base is supposed to do. Hell, I was blind to my own team this year at one point, but
no comment.
no, no comment. Right? But eventually, though, you got to face reality. And TCC, I'm not shit talking you. I'm giving you the honest truth and the honest assessment from the two games that I've watched this year of you. Not highlight films, but actual games that I've watched of your team. Everything is dependent upon two aspects: quarterback play and that front seven being dominant. Because if that front seven is not dominant and it falls on that secondary against Rome and Hughes, if you beat Rome, that is your weak link. Quarterback play and your secondary. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
So are you okay? Okay. So I mean, is the secondary bad? Is that what you're saying? Or they're just not as good as they were last year?
The
Is
secondary is not as good as it was last year. It is
but
being covered up by the front seven because the front seven gets so much pressure on the quarterbacks in passing situations. It makes the secondary look good because the quarterback is now being pressured and making unadvised throws. It
okay.
benefits TCC. The front seven in that pass rush is benefiting TCC and helping them out.
So what do you like about Rome and that would make you think that they could beat TCC? Is it just because they're home and they have a chip on their shoulder, or is it what is it about that particular Rome team?
You just said it. They're at home. Rome is much better than what they were last year. And no, I'm not saying your quarterback is not good. What I'm saying is your quarterback needs to be great. He needs to be A1 on his game. That's what I'm saying. Number two, your front seven needs to provide pressure on Rome.
Mhm.
Y'all can take what you want to take from that, but at the end of the day, give your team a true assessment. TCC success is based on quarterback play and that front seven getting pressure because your quarterback play should feed off of your running game. You have a great running game. Therefore, your passing game feeds off that running game.
Mm.
Deuce is fast. Deuce hits the hole, he gone. The kid Brooks coming off the edge is dominant, but it's going to take. I'm not going to say a great game, but I will say that all three aspects TCC has to play well and win all three aspects against Rome to
Mhm.
pull out the win. Because last year, let's be honest, you guys y'all made mistakes at key moments in the game, but luckily your defense kept you in because you had a strong ass defense. You had one of the best defense in the states last year, and that's what kept you in the game.
Mr. Harris said, I'm assuming he's from Rome. He said, we block number 9, we win the game. It's as simple as that.
Facts on that. Fact. Go back and watch the Lee County game. If Cam is not on the field, that left side of the defense is wide open all day long. As long as Cam is on that field, you're not going to that left side of the defense. Plain and simple. Cam got that whole side of Cam has that edge sold up. Let's be honest about it. You're not going to be able to make plays or runs to that left side, right side of the offense, left side of the defense. It's not going to happen with Cam over there. So you're going to run away. You're going to run away from Cam all night long. What I do suggest you do, if you do run towards Cam, one, you put a tight end over there, and number two, you have an up back that's going to tip him as they go to the second level.
Nick says,
I know Cam.
Go ahead.
Hold on, Mr. Wilson. I know Cam was hurt in the Lee County game. That's why I spoke on it because Cam came out of that game and did not play the entire game. Lee County took advantage and started running to their right, defense's left once Cam left the game. That's why I brought it up to make a point. When Cam is in there, that side is shut down as far as when it comes to running. When Cam is not there, that side is wide open because the talent level drops off. I've said this before. You do not, that Cam steps out, that talent level completely drops to a whole different level.
He also said, Mr. Harris also says, and if Rome doesn't bottle up number 2 for TCC, it'll be a long night. He will play. That motherfucker will play SEC ball.
I just told y'all, Deuce is great at running back. Y'all open up lanes and Deuce hits it. Pew, gone.
And
my thing is that the passing game feeds off of your running game. But I'm telling you though, Rome is going to be sound and disciplined on defense when it comes. That's all I'm saying.
Well, let me just slide in real quick and say, since you called out the secondary TCC, Mike, you know my daddy coming for you.
That's fine and dandy. That's fine.
He keeps receipts.
That's fine. But Pops, no, I'm not lying right now. What lie have I told about TCC secondary? Because it's the pass rush that makes the secondary look good. Okay, you know what? I would love for your dad to tell me how many seniors he lost in that secondary from last year.
I don't know how many, but I know that number 33 was a stud.
But what part of that front seven and that pass rush is benefiting the secondary, though? What part of that is a lie? That's common sense football.
Hawk said he
That's
only
what's
lost
wrong.
one.
But that's the problem with the Falcons right now. Falcons can't get a pass rush, which is what? Making the secondary stay in coverage longer. What happens when you stay in coverage for more than 4 seconds? You lose your man. TCC with that pass rush allows that secondary not to have to stay in coverage for that long. Why? Quarterback done bailed out.
Yeah. So let's see.
Come on, man. That's common sense. So TCC and Hughes, who we got?
TCC versus Hughes. Who we got? Or I don't know. Hughes. I say Hughes. Who y'all say? TCC?
I say Hughes.
I know I'm going with Hughes, but I'm gonna listen to the fans today, though.
Who we got? Six says Hughes. It's a 12-15 second delay, so we're gonna wait for him to come in. You're gonna see a lot of TCCs, I'm sure.
That's what they're saying.
It ain't gonna matter. Yeah. Welcome, Miss Stalvey. She says TCC.
It ain't gonna matter because Milton's still there, so ain't nobody touching Milton this year.
Morris says Hughes. Okay, so yeah, like Mr. McDane said, go on and put Milton down at the bottom.
Yeah, Milton down there. We already all right. This is the final four: Milton versus Lee County, Coffee versus TCC. TCC beats Coffee for the second time this year. Yeah, and they play Milton and they get skull drug against Milton. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. Whoever plays Milton is getting skull drug. Plain and simple.
Unless, and I was talking to my brother about this. Unless, say, Thanksgiving, they decide to make this big meal for Milton and have the boys come Thursday and eat a big Thanksgiving dinner, but it just so happens that there is food
You know I
poisoning
was on
in
the
the
phone with y'all for
macaroni.
this conversation, right?
Oh yeah, there was food poisoning in the macaroni and cheese. Oh, they ate some bad devil eggs, and half the team got food poisoning. Now, if that
That's the
happens,
that's the only way you'll see Lee County versus TCC in the state title game.
what's going on, Miss Butts? How are you? Make sure you come back
Hmm,
on Wednesday, Miss Butts. We're gonna be talking about the single lay play bracket.
that was fun. All right, can we? All right, let's get the 4-way real fast. So we're not doing state title. We just going to the final four right now. So we already know what we got in 5A. 4-way, left side. Is it creek side or east
Um,
side?
uh, I'm gonna say Creekside. Me.
I think it's creek side coming out going to the semifinals. What the listeners say?
Uh, yeah, I think Creekside, the East Side Perry game ain't sold on just yet. It really don't matter because I think Creekside beat either one of them. But it'd be interesting to see that Creekside Perry game.
Yeah.
All right. Now this is it looks interesting right now. Jackson, Atlanta, Blessed Trinity, Benedictine, Ola.
Mr.
Let's be
Jonesboro
Benedict.
honest.
beat Jonesboro beat Maynard Jackson, didn't it?
Nah.
Yeah, they did.
Man, so you trying to tell me the GHSA told me wrong?
Check it
Is
out.
that what you telling? You telling me the GHSA told me wrong? Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did.
They told me. Yeah, they told me wrong. Either either that or oh, you know what it was. I'm
Who
gonna
was
be
that
honest on
person?
what it was. Nah, bro. It was Sunday morning, Friday night, Saturday night.
Yeah.
I hadn't had my coffee yet. So there we go. Okay, Jonesboro, Blessed Trinity, Benedictine, Ola. I don't care
Um,
what
Bless
y'all say.
Trinity.
I
Bless
don't care what
Trinity.
y'all. Okay, thank you. Because this is what I was gonna tell y'all right now. Ola, you had a good season. Yes, Benedictine is coming back up to the Atlanta area again, but I think Benedictine is gonna skull drug Ola because of the way Ola plays offense, running that two quarterback system, and don't want to stick to that one dude. I forget his number at that throwing quarterback and put that other running back at the other quarterback at running back and allow him to do what he do. But that two
mm,
quarterback system is going to screw Ola up over Benedictine. Blessed Trinity is going to be too much for Benedictine because 3 trips up to Atlanta to play back to back weeks. I think that's going to end up taking a toll on Benedictine because it's going to end up cutting down on their preparation.
now we got a couple of Perrys on the left hand side. I'm just letting y'all know that. I
I'm
don't
gonna
know if
tell
it's
y'all
gonna
right now,
make a difference.
Perry fans, you up until the third, you beat Eastside. I'm gonna give you Eastside. I don't know about the rest of the panel. I'm gonna give you Eastside, but when it comes to Creekside, you're not gonna beat Creekside. I'm sorry, you're not.
Yeah, y'all. If anybody know that I'm Peach County through and through. But outside of Peach County, I do cheer for Perry.
I
I would
don't.
love to see Perry uh, repeat as state championship champions. But going up against Creekside, I don't think they will.
Yeah. Okay, let's go down to the bottom.
Okay,
Bro
down here in the
says
bottom.
Perry ain't beating Creekside. I don't think so.
Well, you know what? This bottom left.
Maris, just
No,
right there.
we ain't gonna even talk. We're not even gonna
Let's
look at the bottom left.
let's
Okay,
not play.
we're gonna go straight to the bottom right. Bottom right is
Cartersville
wide
versus
open.
North Oconee, maybe. I would say Ware County, but they've just been so inconsistent. You know what I
You know
mean?
what? Last week we talked about Tryon, right? That's what Ware County is right now. Tryon would get us all hyped up about them playing good ball, and then all of a sudden they let us down. That's Ware County this year.
Yeah, I don't think Ware County beats North Oconee or Cartersville. Facing North Oconee this week, I think it's a loss. But if they happen to get by them, ain't no way they're gonna beat North Oconee and Creekside. And Cartersville in back to
In
back weeks.
back-to-back weeks. Yeah, I'm with you on
Yeah.
that. I
Yeah.
totally agree. The question is, who wins between Cartersville and North Oconee? I
Mm,
personally saying North Oconee.
Yeah, I'm riding with North Dakota this year.
me
I
too.
just
You
don't
know, I
feel
told you that was my
Cartersville.
favorite to win it all.
I know it ain't, but let's be real. Cartersville just doesn't have that quarterback that we're used to Cartersville having right now.
Let's see. Dwayne says he don't want Creekside getting close to the dome, and if they're playing Marist, they won't. Mr. McKelvin says it's going to be an upset. So you're saying Ware County is going to the semifinals? How far do you see your team going, Mr. McKelvin? That's what I want to know from
And,
you.
and be real, man. Like last year, we was down. Just to tell you that I said, I think that we can be a second or third round team because of how the bracket had lined up for us, which possibly could have happened if we would have not had the issues I feel we had at Savannah Christian. Y'all, let's be real about this. I know you fans and stuff, but if Thirsty can say his team was going to be a quarterfinal exit, look at his team and realize that he was wrong about that they will be exiting before the quarterfinals. If he can do that, y'all can be honest about y'all team too. Ware
Yeah.
County going up to North Oconee after making that trip up. No, I'm sorry, they had Flowery Branch come down to Ware.
Let's see. So O'Neal, welcome O'Neal. He says, I agree. We can beat North Oconee, but in my head, I have us losing to Cartersville. Tony
I
McKelvin
know.
Kelvin says third round if he's being honest. He says he
Well,
sees
I
them
hope y'all
11.
know that North Oconee this year has proven to be a better team than Cartersville. So if you think you can beat North Oconee but can't beat Cartersville, this ain't Cartersville of old that you're used to seeing.
It's not. It's really not. And I do want y'all to remember one thing. North Oconee beat them right there. One thing that we've been riding high on this whole season is Eastside. Do remember North Oconee beat them. Now, with that being said, North Oconee also beat the number one team in 3A and made them and left them with an egg on the scoreboard.
I mean, whoop their ass. They ain't just beat them, they whoop
They
their ass.
scored, as we like to say, skull drug them, right?
Whoop.
So,
It's Monday, Friday. They whoop their motherfucking ass.
fucking A. Yeah, they did. They beat Jefferson ass down. Jefferson walked away with nothing. All right. So this is what I'm saying. North Oconee is the blue collar North Oconee team this year.
Now I think I see Marist and North Oconee in the final, but I don't know what's gonna happen. And I
Yeah,
My
just
thing
think
is,
I got Marist and Blessed Trinity. No, I'm sorry,
yeah,
I got Creekside and Blessed Trinity, man.
and thank you, yo, and that's what I was about to say.
okay.
Creekside. People are mad at Creekside because of they embarrassed the state of Georgia 2 weeks straight.
No, they just don't move the needle for me. They just don't.
Well,
They and that's the
Creekside is a
thing.
good
And it doesn't
team.
have anything to me. It doesn't have anything to do with them going getting their ass beat by because let's
DeSoto.
be clear, yeah, DeSoto. Because let's be clear, 85 to 90% of the team that would have taken their ass out there would have got their ass whooped too. So
Yeah.
that's not what it is. I can't explain it, but they Creekside. I don't know.
You
They
know
just
what?
to me they
No,
just don't show up in the big game. But
I'm
hey,
gonna tell you what the issue is with Creekside. If Creekside had played wrong the first game of the year as they were supposed to, that would have gave everyone indication on this Creekside team, right? But since they didn't, they did not play wrong week one as they were supposed to because of what happened at wrong. They ended up going up to South Carolina, playing West Side, losing by 3. And West Side is not a joke in South Carolina. And ended up going out there playing DeSoto in Texas and got fucking skull drugged. Everybody like Creekside embarrassed the state of Georgia. Creekside don't deserve it. Well, guess what? It's possible that Creekside can win state right now in 4A.
let's see.
Can I just add one more thing, just real fast? Can I add one more thing?
Sure.
Since Creekside has been playing in the state of Georgia, Creekside's only given up 28 points
Okay. Total.
total. 28 points total in the state of Georgia. Keep that in mind, people.
Let's see. Mr. McDaniel says Creekside plays backyard football. Danny says he went to the game at Creekside versus DeSoto and it was a bloodbath. Mr. Shields says if Ware has the advantage at wide receiver, then they can win.
Against who?
He didn't say. Maybe he's talking about North Oconee. I don't know.
Okay. All right. It is what it is.
So that's
I
where
would
we are.
love to know. I would love to know what
Stop.
he's looking at that we're not seeing.
I'm sure he'll find out.
So
But
I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave that there. All right. So that's okay. So this is your 4A Final Four. We're gonna get into champions next week. I'm not trying to get there. We're gonna get through 3A and finish off these first four brackets. So left side of the bracket. Who we got? Huh?
I don't know. My head hurt. I thought we were doing 3A next Wednesday. Okay.
We gotta get through four today and four on Wednesday. This the last one for the
6,
day.
5, 4, 3. Private 1. Okay.
It's
Okay.
for today, for tomorrow. Hey, that's why I asked you where you want to start at. They said they want to start at the top. We start at the top. So Jefferson and Oconee. Um, if the viewers don't understand or realize,
Oh my God.
which this is a region game,
Three
they're facing.
of those people, in that bracket are region foes.
Yeah, Jefferson, Oconee, and Cherokee Bluff are all region foes. But can Jefferson get the win against Oconee, or get the basically can they get back against Oconee? Does Jefferson win against Oconee? Because Oconee beat them 32-30 at the end of the season, going into the playoffs. So does Jefferson get back against Oconee?
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, is Jefferson able to beat Cherokee Bluff for the second time in the year?
Mm-hmm.
I think Jefferson does. All right. Luella, I know Luella inside and out. I know the coach down at Luella. Had a coach at Luella, coach my son. Coach, you always get to the second round, but you ain't got past it yet, and you're not gonna get past the second round this year. I'm sorry.
Okay, so
I
we
mean,
got Jefferson over there.
yeah,
Oh,
over
okay.
here. Now, I don't care how. Okay, this is the expectation right here. The expectation is this: we expect Peach to beat Ballin, right? But Douglas Calhoun, both teams are lacking in different aspects of the game. Calhoun defense is lacking. Douglas, they have a good defense. It's their offense. So who's gonna prevail between Douglas and Calhoun?
I'm
In
gonna tell
Calhoun.
you, that's the key right there. I mean, they have to. Douglas is going to have to really be prepared um, for the atmosphere in Calhoun, and it's not going to be pretty. And they are not going to get a fair shake. They can say whatever they want to, but I mean, if they now one thing about it, they from what I've seen, what I've read, Calhoun starts off like they're like UGA, and uh they're like the Falcons. They start off really slow.
Mhm.
So if Douglas can take advantage of that, maybe they can beat Calhoun and the rest because you're gonna have to play both. And if you're a Calhoun fan on here, I'm sorry. It is what it is. And it's not just me. You can ask anybody in that area and they'll tell you the same thing. If they can do that, then maybe they beat Maybe they beat them, but I think Peach and Calhoun play, and I think, well, I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna let y'all say that.
Okay, well, this is what I'm gonna say on this. Calhoun comes to Peach. Here's my message to Peach County. 15 seconds. No more than 20. If you are a true Peach County fan and you've watched Peach County play throughout the year, you understand. No more than 20 seconds.
Hmm.
Do I need to say more, Jess?
You do not. I understand
Okay,
exactly what you're saying.
okay. Peach County, that is your formula to win against Calhoun. No more than 20 seconds. I would love for it to be 15. I know you can't do 15 every play, every down, so I'm going to say 20 seconds. I'm gonna leave that at Peach County. All right,
Mm,
going to the bottom. Um, I'm gonna be honest with you. This right side of the bracket is wide open.
it is.
The left side of the bracket, I still feel it's Sandy Creek's to lose.
I say Sandy Creek.
Okay.
Now Lagrange Post. I'll say this. But I think there were some injuries. Lagrange Post competition for Sandy Creek on the left side, but I still think Sandy Creek pulls it out. So
And
you say
I
Stevenson over Jenkins?
I agree with you. For not to be a procrastinator, I'm actually loving your feedback tonight.
Who, me?
Yeah, you. To
Thank
not be a
you.
procrastinator, I'm loving your feedback tonight. But
I
I
thought
do
we not
think Sandy
supposed.
Creek, yeah, procrastinate. I do think Sandy Creek, you know what I mean, doubles
Yes.
up on Lagrange and could possibly double up on Upson Lee. And what I mean by that is region foes, Sandy Creek beats two region foes twice in one season and goes there. Now, this Harlem and Southeast Bullet game.
Mhm.
Hold on, I'm trying. Are you reading the same comment I'm reading right now?
Mr. Barker, who you talking about? First of all, who you're talking about? What team you're representing, and exactly who you're talking about. But, sir, of course, it's a lot of talk. It's a podcast. That's what we do on a podcast. So, of
I need,
course,
well, yeah. Okay, okay, Mr.
that's what we do.
Mr. Barker. I'm gonna tell you right now. One, tell me who the hell you represent, because I don't know who you're talking about right now. That's number one. Number two, if you're gonna talk about something, put your team in there so I know who you're talking about.
Yes,
Nigga,
and of
I drink a
course,
lot. I drink a lot. Shit, I forget who the listeners represent. That's why we
he
got
ain't never
Jess.
been on here. First of all, welcome, and second of all, you goddamn right, it's a whole lot of talk. What the fuck we supposed to do? It's a podcast.
I mean,
Yeah.
okay. Bottom line is, you know what, Mr. Baker, this is your first time on here. Barker, Baker, whatever. I want you to understand something about me. I'm gonna give you the good and bad about your team, but I'm gonna be real with it. I'm gonna be real, so do understand that. So, with that being said, we've gone over our time limit for the night, way over our time limit for the night, which I'm
Well,
surprised. Um,
y'all still here because I got
Yeah,
things to
y'all
do.
still here, and Mo ain't told us we had to go yet, but we are having good conversation. And we talking some good shit tonight.
It's
So
great, but I got conversations that I need to have. So
yeah, so Mr. Barker, I need to know who wins between Stevenson and Harlem. That's
he
what
said
I need to know.
wrong rules. Well, welcome to the podcast, Mr. Barker. And make sure you go back and listen to everything.
Yeah,
We love
please
you
do,
too, Mr. Dunbar, and welcome. Okay,
because evidently
Harlem.
he missed a whole lot.
Okay, so here's the thing. This is my question to you, and please be in mind if you go back to listen to this particular podcast, we have combined Monday and Friday, so it's a little more ratchet than it would normally be on a Monday. Just keep that in mind. So, Mike, you have seen Stevenson and you have seen Harlem. What is your assessment?
Stevenson beats Harlem, and this is why. Stevenson one has more depth than City Grove. That's number one. And that is going to be key against Harlem because Harlem is going to run a double lead trap all night long as much as they can. Harlem, and on top of that, Stevenson has a physical secondary. So therefore, Harlem will not be able to pass. Harlem is going to be focused on their run because they're not going to be able to pass against Stevenson. Stevenson has a quality quarterback, and they have a two, actually, they three deep at running. Stevenson is actually three deep at running back if you include the running back. I mean, I'm sorry, the quarterback to run. So, in my opinion, Stevenson should come out and physically impose their will on Harlem. That's number one. Number two, they can come in with a more balanced offense than what they're used to seeing. So I do believe if Stevenson can effectively one establish the run game, which they should be able to, and come behind it with their passing game and their quarterback run, because I
Mhm.
told y'all what Friday, no, I told y'all Saturday. There's Harlem is susceptible to the quarterback run. City Grove just didn't do it until it was too late in the game. Stevenson should, and I truly feel, win this game based off of two factors. One, more depth and physicality on the defense than what City Grove was able to provide. And number two, a balanced offense.
Mhm. Okay. So
Harlem's
Steve.
defense is not that good. Harlem's defense, they will blitz 7 to 8 per play. That's what they did against City Road to try and play gap control offense. They blitz 7 to 8 per play. City Grove tried to counter that by throwing screens. All right. Here's the issue. You're throwing a screen to the wrong person that Harlem is double teaming. Now they double team 17 all night. So why are you throwing a screen to 17? It again, offensive coordinator, no creativity, right? On City Grove's part. We got
Mhm.
out coached. That's what I'm saying. Stevenson coaches have more imagination.
Okay.
I do feel Stevenson will be in the quarterfinals. I don't care who they play, Southeast Bullock or Harlem. It
Okay.
doesn't matter. It's going to be a good game between Stevenson and Peach County in the semifinals. Who do I see winning that? All I'm saying is 20 seconds.
Yeah. So, let's see. Mr. Barker says he has Calhoun over Peach, but you're outvoted, Mr. Barker. He also says Stevenson is who he's got, but he thinks Sandy Creek takes it all. Marquis says Harlem doesn't have enough to beat Stevenson. Um, and he also says that Harlem's defense is not that strong. It only looks strong against weak teams.
Hold on. Whoa. I take offense to that one. City Grove. You know what? Never mind. City Grove was a weak team. I ain't gonna say. I'm
Okay,
gonna call. You
so
know what? I'm gonna call a spade. I gotta call a spade though.
that's true. So okay, guys, we've got we here's your final four, and y'all, decide whatever y'all can decide. But it is after 10 o'clock, people. I have been with y'all for almost 3 hours. I do want to drop this off. Just know tomorrow morning, Tuesday, November 19th at 10 a.m. The GHSA is showcasing the coin toss to determine the hosting site for the football quarterfinals in GHSA classes, single A Division 2, 4A, 5A, and 6A. Heads is the upper bracket and tails is the lower bracket. Just giving y'all a heads up.
I. You know what? You know what? I'm not gonna do that because we already been on going almost 3 hours tonight.
He ain't mad at you, Marquise, honey. And if he got mad with you, so what? He ain't gonna do nothing.
Who is he? Me?
He's talking about, don't get mad with me,
Oh
Mr.
Lord.
Thirsty. I didn't mean no harm. Child, please.
No,
Hey,
Mr.
you
Marquise.
can't
I'm
make
not
that
getting.
dude mad.
No, Mr. Marquise. I'm not. I never get mad at a viewer, loyal listener, sexy subscriber. Never do.
He get
My
mad at
thing
us
is,
though.
I get mad at the panel before I get mad at y'all because me and the panel we talk before and after shows. But my thing is with
We
the
gotta have
listeners,
a talk, don't we, sis?
Yes,
yeah,
we
we
do.
do. But yeah, on that note. Yeah, we about ready to end this thing, so I gotta have a
Yeah.
conversation and clear some stuff up.
Yes. So y'all
Mhm.
make sure that y'all join us back here Wednesday at 7ish. The wizard will do his predictions for what's going on in the second round of the playoffs, and we'll do the play brackets from 2A on down to private single A through 3A. Okay. Thank y'all so much for listening. And we will make sure that we see you guys Wednesday. We love you guys.
Peace, love, and hair grease. Hold on, where's Shakira at?
She right there.
Say your
I
thing, Shakira,
said
so I
good
can hit that
night.
button.
We ain't
Oh,
hear
there
you,
you
baby.
go.
Say it
Oh, you
again.
better not lose. Good
There you go.
night.
Girl, you know you gotta get them aroused before we get off.
Say good night. Yeah, you gotta say good night. It don't end till you say that.
Good night.